Hello and welcome back to Matt Hayes' Tottenham Blog and to today's Watchalong. Chelsea face Tottenham in a pre-season friendly at Stamford Bridge in aid of the Mind charity, and what is going to be hopefully a fascinating encounter, and also one that hopefully raises a significant amount of funds for a very worthy cause. We're going to go through very quickly the team news for Spurs. We'll take a quick look at the team news for Chelsea as well, and we do have a debut in the Spurs team, and it is goalkeeper Pierluigi Gallini, who makes his first start for the club. As far as I'm aware, his number has not yet been confirmed, so it'll be interesting to see what is on the back of his jersey tonight. But the rest of that Tottenham lineup, it is a 4-2-3-1 again. A back four of Matt Doherty, Japhet Tanganga, Eric Dyer, and Sergio Reguilon. A midfield two, Skip and Højbjerg in the middle of the park. It is Dele Alli, Bergwijn, and Lucas Moura playing behind Heung-min Son, who's at the top of that line. Of course, our main striker at the moment, not quite fit enough for football, but that's a conversation for another day. For anyone who may not know, our reports today suggest Harry Kane is still in Florida as Tottenham return to pre-season training. But that is the team news for Spurs. A familiar bench, I would say, in terms of the youth that is on there, with a mixture of a bit of experience. It is Alfie Whiteman, Serge Aurier, Joe Rodon, Toby Amole, Ben Davis, Cameron Carter-Vickers, Moussa Sissoko, Harry Winks, Niall John, Jack Clark, and Dane Scarlett. For Chelsea, their starting 11 is quite strong, actually. Mendy starts in goal. This isn't in order of formation, I don't think, but Zuma, Chalobah, Rudiger, Hudson-Odoi, Kovacic, Kante, Alonso, Ziyech, Havertz, and Werner. So it actually looks like a 4-3-3 or 3-4-3 with Nathaniel Chalobah playing in centre half, which I haven't seen him do before. Hudson-Odoi in right wing back, and Alonso in left wing back, who yesterday was part of Chelsea's bid to try and bring Romelu Lukaku back to Stamford Bridge, one that is expected to develop over the next couple of days. Chelsea perhaps potentially going back in with a huge bid for him. I see Cody Mack saying Gianluca Di Marzio is trying to ruin our Wednesday evening. I'll take a quick look at what he has had to say, but personally, I won't take any notice of what any journalist has to say. Now that Romano's given us the here we go, I think that is one that we can confidently say is over the line. Cody, let me see what you're saying there. Romero not potentially over the line. Do I see another message from you there? Some details are still missing to define Christian Romero's move to Tottenham. Look, I think it's done. I think we can safely say he will be a Spurs player in the coming days. As a man says, Gallini is starting in goal. He certainly is, and I'm glad to see that, because we're going to get to see a debut, which obviously you don't get to see very often with any player. And I'm just sending this link here to Dave at the Irish Hotspur so he can come on and join us for this watch along. Everyone, let me know your score predictions in the live chat for this one. Who you think is going to get on the score sheet for Spurs? Do you expect any of the youngsters in the second half to have an effect on this one? Please do let me know in the live chat and we'll run through those. And of course we will get David's score prediction when he comes on as well. If I can just send this to him. So good to see so many channel members in here as well. We've got Wayne Bonner, Bradley Coombs, Vince Vega, Bobby or channel mod here. We got James Watson. So good to see all of you in here. Robin says, don't expect us to win, still have Dyer. That's a mood. It really, really is. Sai Parvi says, how can I watch? It is on the Tottenham Hotspur website, Spurs TV, for £8, with £5 of that going to the Mind mental health charity, again for a very, very good cause. Saif says, what is the maximum City will offer for Kane? There's rumours today from The Athletic that they could be offering as much as £130 million. I can't really see them going much higher than that, to be honest. I personally can't see them I can't see them paying enough to get Harry Kane into the club. Let us know if you do want us to talk transfers tonight. When David comes on, we can talk about Harry Kane, we can talk about Romero, or we can leave that conversation for another day and just enjoy the football that is on. Let me know yes if you want us to talk about Kane, and no if you don't want us to talk about Kane, because I'm sure there'll be certainly some people opposed to that situation coming into the conversation tonight. So yeah, I've answered your question. Please don't spam the chat. Martin says Skip and PEH could form a tasty partnership, and it really could. I kind of glossed over that in kind of rush to get this stream started because I'm not long in from work. But Skip and Højbjerg do start together in the middle of the park for a while. I think it'll be interesting to see the dynamic within that, because I think they're two very, very similar players, and there may not be much in terms of what they can complement each other with, if that makes sense. I think they'll just do very similar jobs, and maybe they'll kind of clash when they do play in there together. But it's definitely going to be interesting to see how that one happens. Anas says, bro, what is our next transfer target? It looks as though we are looking at a creative midfielder at this point. Tomiyasu is expected to get over the line, regardless of where that deal is at the moment. It is advanced. It does look like it will happen. But names such as Mikel Damsgaard and Noni Madueke from PSV are being mentioned at the moment. Bradley says, Matt, do you think we will make any more signings before the first game against Man City? I damn hope so, because if we don't, we're in a much worse position going into that game than it seems we are at the moment. Look, you want to talk about Harry Kane, so I'll definitely ask David about that when he does come on. Oscar says, annoying to see Ndombele hasn't got his fitness up yet, and it is Ndombele again not in this team. Lo Celso not there either. He was of course late back from the Copa America, but returned earlier than he was supposed to. And what is setting a very good example for players of the club who should be setting the example themselves. Vince says, talk about the captaincy. I want Son to be captain or Højbjerg. It actually doesn't mention there on the team sheet who the captain is for this one, which is quite odd, but I'm sure we'll see very early on in that game. It could be Eric Dyer, who has had that armband a few times throughout this pre-season already. Could be Højbjerg, could be Son, as you mentioned as well. If I had to guess, I would assume it is Dyer just because he's had that armband before. I know Dele had it against MK Dons, but I assume that was just a kind of nice touch from Nuno in kind of just saying, look, you're back at the ground where you were made, you're back at your home, and all that. So, you know, I think you deserve the recognition of that, and I think it was a nice touch from Nuno. And we do have an absolute legend in the back room here waiting to join us, David Harris, the Irish Hotspur. David, how are you today?
All good, Matty. All good. Look, you can see I upgraded the system. I just want to warn people now, if things go haywire on my end, I'm still new to this whole computer game, so give me a break.
Absolutely. I'm loving the setup. I'm loving the mic, loving the lights. Absolutely fantastic, David. It's really moving up in the world. David, go first of all. What do you make of that lineup?
The lineup, yeah, no Golini in goals. Absolutely delighted to see him make his debut. Doherty at right back, see what he has to offer. Tanganga starting is an interesting call over Sanchez. Does that mean that the rumours to Sanchez to Sevilla is true? With Dyer partner beside him, everyone knows my thoughts on Moon Boots. Don't really want him here. And then at left back, it's Reguilon. I'm happy with that, I have to say. Very, very happy with Reguilon. One thing I cannot wait to see is the partnership of Højbjerg and Skip. Been waiting all pre-season for this. You know, the general's back. I really like what Skip has had to offer. So I'm really excited to see that partnership. And then, of course, the front three, Lucas, Bergwijn and Son. Look, we've seen what Lucas has done. It'd be very interesting to see if he is still told to kind of drop into that central area to play them passes, or whether he's told to stick out wide tonight. Bergwijn, I want to see a bit of end product, to be honest with you. It's much of muchness last season. He gets into all these positions but does nothing with it. So I want to see end product on Bergwijn's part. And with Son, just much of the same, runs in behind and everything else. And let's see what happens until the main man gets back, Harry Kane. It looks like he's staying.
It does look like he's staying, but not in the way that we wanted. James here points out it's on the Insta story, not the actual post, that Eric Dyer is the captain again tonight. I think we know David's opinions on that without going into too much detail on it. But look, David, we have to talk about it. You mentioned Harry Kane there. What are your thoughts on the way the situation is panning out?
Look, one thing I want to make clear is I do not condone not turning up to training. That's something you can't do. You know, no matter when the chips are down or whether you want to leave or something like that, you always turn up. In a way, I could probably understand his reasoning and thinking behind it, but I don't condone it. You know, at the end of the day, he's always said he'll stay at Tottenham as long as he sees them progressing. He loves the club. And look, no doubt he's been let down by Daniel Levy. I think he's been pissed off at this gentleman's agreement thing. But at the end of the day, unless it's in writing, it means absolutely nothing. Everybody knows that. So, look, for me, it's get back to Tottenham, get your head down, and give us a wonder season like Luka Modric did before he departed. I do think we're going to hold on to him for one more season. With Jack Grealish now going to City for 100 million, there's no way they'd be able to stump up another 100 million for Harry Kane without selling. So it gives them a very short window of opportunity to sell some players to be able to get the money for Harry Kane. Look, they probably actually could front up the money, but it's down to financial fair play, so they would have to offload players. And Aston Villa have already spent the money, actually. Leon Bailey, Danny Ings, and they're trying to get Cantwell from Norwich now as well. So, they've spent the money. So, look, I do think now maybe that does mean Harry Kane is staying for another season, and hopefully he gets his ass back from Florida, where he's reported to be, you know, and comes back to Tottenham. But, look, it could be a simple case that this is all just being blown out of the water, you know what I mean, and that he's genuinely not due back until next week. Who knows? We don't know that.
I personally think he was due back on Monday. There wouldn't have been everything that's gone on about this and the reports of everything that's happening. Spurs finding him if he wasn't due back on Monday. And yeah, I'm sickened by it. I mean, I still love him. I still think he's our best player. I still want him to stay and I want him to perform this season. But the people that he has been let down by in the last couple of years, perhaps they deserve this, but we as fans don't. We as fans have never let him down. We as fans have never stopped supporting him and have never stopped loving him. But we're ultimately the ones that are going to be hurt the most with this. Because you can see, Heung-Min Son liking that post on Instagram that was talking about how the club, it's not a one-man club and all that. It's going to be upsetting for those players, but they'll move past it. There'll be another striker in there next season that they learn how to play with. But we as fans have been betrayed by a player that we've seen as one of our own since he joined the club at 11 years of age, 17 years ago. He's been here for more than half of his life. There's a way to go about this, and there's a way to leave a football club, and he's doing it the complete wrong way. And look, maybe it's how he feels. Maybe it's what he feels like he has to do. But I would argue that what he had to do 3 years ago was not sign a 6-year contract without any get-out clauses and then say, I'll stay here as long as they're showing ambition. Once you sign that 6-year contract, your conditions on staying at the club are null and void because you've signed that legally binding contract. He did that. He made that mistake. He has to deal with that. He can't make that our problem. And that's what he's doing. Oscar says the fact that he's done this on purpose to miss the start of the season is a disgrace. And I fully agree with that.
Look, I fully agree with everyone's saying. Like, he should, look, it is a kick in the face to us fans. You know what I mean? It really is. Look, I've been his biggest backer. Everyone knows that. And it's a kick in the face to me, and there's no condoning it. There isn't. But I do think he probably panicked. I think he seen the Grealish thing came in. I do think it was a part on City's behalf, putting the Grealish bid in to try and see if Harry Kane could kind of force his way out of Tottenham. I do believe not turning up to training was his attempt at doing that. And look, maybe City have contacted Spurs and Spurs told them, just straight away, no, not happening. You know what I mean? It's too late now, for us to go and get our replacements and stuff like that. There's no way it's happening. And look, I think it's an error of judgment on his behalf. But look, one thing I do want to stress is look, everyone's human. Everyone goes through life making mistakes, right? Everyone makes a mistake in life. And let's be honest, it's probably the first thing he's done wrong at Tottenham Hotspur. And I do think he's going to be here for another season. So if he does run out, in our stadium, in our shirt next season, I want to see fans get back behind this guy, because without this guy over so many years, we probably wouldn't have hit some of the heights we have. You know what I mean? So I do, if he does stay, I do want to see us get back and get behind him and support him, because look, I've seen a lot of people call him snake, this, that, and the other. I think that's too far. I think it's too far. He's not a snake. Look, he went about it the wrong way. I get it. But at the end of the day, we're all humans. We all fuck up. We all make mistakes. So for me, I think if he does end up staying at Tottenham, whether he's forced to stay or whether he decides he wants to stay, it doesn't matter. We back this guy next season because we'll need him. We will need him. And I've seen a lot of people say about, let's just sell him. Let's just sell him. I get that. But it's not as easy as that, Matt. We have a system around this guy. He's our top goal scorer. You let him go, you're going to have to buy 2 strikers to fill that void. Then you're going to have to create a whole new system and a whole new way of playing. And there's 4 weeks left in the window, so it doesn't give you that much time to be able to get the replacements in. It doesn't give you time to be able to work with them to get your system implemented, which means it's damaging your season. So it's not just as simple as, he's forcing his move, let's sell him. It's not that simple. It's not that simple. We keep him this season. We improve our defence. We're improving our fitness. You know what I mean? Which is 2 major problems last season. Who knows? If we can get 5th, 6th, I'm dreaming maybe 4th. You know what I mean? Get back to where we need to be, and then you can let Harry Kane go. Next summer, early. Get it done early. Then you can find time to get your replacements in, work with them over pre-season and get everything in. It's not just as simple as saying, fuck him, let him go, he's a snake. It's not that simple.
Yeah, I agree with you. It is a lot more complex than Kane isn't at training. I hate him. It's a lot more complex than that. There's so much more to it.
At the end of the day, we shouldn't be sitting here talking about it. That's the thing. He should be at training. He should.
Yeah. For definite. And there's so many things that we don't know now that we will probably never know about the situation. But like you say, the be all and end all is he should be at training if he is due to be at training. And he just isn't. Everyone, of course, do let us know your thoughts on that in the live chat. If you do want to guarantee your question is answered or your comment is read out and discussed, please do put in a super chat. That's a very good way to support the channel. and it would be massively appreciated if you could. Owen says, anyone know where to watch the game? It's on the Spurs website for £8, with £5 of those proceeds going to the Mind Mental Health charity. Aside from that, I don't know of any other place that is showing the game. Pam says, I have loved Kane as much as any, but I'm so disappointed in him. Wonder if Bale told him to. Bale refused to play and then went to Real Madrid. Fortuitous Thing says he's not a snake, but if he stays, nothing should be held against him. On the point of players that we had targeted to bring into Spurs, David, one of them is, of course, Danny Ings, who today, out of absolutely nowhere, ended up at Aston Villa. What did you make of that move?
Look, it's a shock, but at the end of the day, they have the money they went to Southampton. What do you want? They probably didn't haggle. Okay, done deal. They have the money to be able to do it. They have the money to be able to do it. It's the way their chairman does business. What do you want for Liam Bailey? There's the money. They knew Grealish was going to City, so they have the money to be able to splash out. Look, we missed out on Danny Ings. Look, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. There's other strikers out there that we can get to come in. You know what I mean? And play second fiddle. Son's also an option there. It doesn't mean we have to necessarily. I would like us to go and get a striker, but doesn't necessarily mean we have to go and get a striker, because Son can play there to fill the void for Kane. The only problem that brings is that we've overplayed Sonny a lot. We've overplayed Højbjerg. We've overplayed Harry Kane. Players of that ilk. So we do need to start getting in viable backups. But look, there's constant links with Vlahovic out of Fiorentina. Very, very good player. Look, I know some people call him a one-season wonder, but so was Harry Kane, wasn't he? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He came back pre-season, scored 7 goals. He's come back sharp. He's looking for a big season this season. And then there's plenty of other strikers out there. One we probably did miss out on, which would have been a different option, was Patson Daka. But look, there's your man, Isaac at Real Sociedad. I'd like to go and get the Swedish guy. He's very good. I watched him in the Euros. He's very, very good. There's other options out there. Look, just because we missed out on Danny Ings, it's not the be-all and end-all.
Yeah, for definite. I think there's part of me that is slightly relieved that we're not going to get him, because I think he was a good option, but I just do think we as a club could have done so much better. And I would almost prefer Dusan Vlahovic, as much as Premier League experience would be really important or could be really important in the player that we bring in. Someone who scored 21 goals last season and is being eyed by the biggest teams around Europe. I think you do have to pay attention to that.
He's a big boy. He'll be able to handle the physical Premier League. He's a big boy.
Will. He definitely will. Gogama, good to see you in the live chat. A few people here saying Lukaku to Chelsea is as good as done. Bobby says Lukaku was reportedly told Inter to accept Chelsea's bid. Surely that bumps up Kane's value. I'd like to take anything that bumps up Kane's value as true, but I really don't think the Lukaku deal will have any bearing whatsoever on Kane's value or what Manchester City are willing to pay for Harry Kane. I think they won't go higher than 130 million, and that's grand for us because Tottenham won't accept that. It is Sky Sports, by the way, who are reporting that Romelu Lukaku has officially told Inter Milan he would like them to accept a suitable offer from Chelsea so he can return to the Premier League, and that suitable offer again is believed to be in around 130 million euro, which is about maybe 105, 110 million pounds, which is a crazy deal. But Dave, look, focusing on the game, 10 minutes out from kickoff now. That 3 behind Heung-min Son, do you think that could be the 3 that we see throughout this season? Deli, Bergwijn and Lucas. Deli,
Bergwijn and Lucas. Look, Lucas, I've said it all pre-season. I think this guy has a massive part to play in Nuno's plans. Just by the way he's been operating. And look, there was rumours coming out that maybe Spurs were looking for offers, but it's come out today that no, this guy Nuno, he has a big part in Nuno's plans. So I'm delighted with that. I do think that's the case. Bergwijn, not so sure, because if Kane does come back, it means Sonny be pushed back out to the left. So where does that leave Bergwijn? I think with Bergwijn, it's get him up and running, see what he can do. Look, we're going to need him for the start of the season, so we do need him to start producing, start getting up and running fully. And with Dele Alli, I don't know, I'm not sure. Look, everyone knows my feelings on Dele Alli over the last 2.5 years playing high goal seek, and no one's ever found him. But look, he's back again. Nuno found him. He's bought him out from hiding. And look, let's see what he can do. He's looked decent enough over pre-season. There's just one thing that still pisses me off that I do think will start to piss people off eventually, and like fans and Nuno, if he keeps doing it, is just some of his passes. Sometimes it's sloppy, it's lazy. He needs to be more consistent with his passing. If he can get that to his game, hopefully we can get him moving. But it's hard, because there's Ndombele to come back in. If we can get him super fit, I do believe he's being held back and they're working on his fitness. And Lascelles come back in. So I wouldn't say Dele Alli's spot is nailed on, but I wouldn't say Skip's spot is nailed on either. Skip is doing a pretty good job this pre-season. He's given us a good option. He's shown that he's ready for it. So look, if him and Højbjerg can strike up a partnership, then Dele Alli's in trouble. So we'll wait and see. There's a lot of variables to take from this.
Definitely, there really is, and there's no predicting which players are going to perform in this system. Whatever system we do go with this season, it could hinder Højbjerg and it could, make Dele Alli better than we've ever seen him. I mean, it probably won't happen, but it's just possible that these different things will come in and play a part. Fen, good to see you in the live chat as always. Stuart says, Harry has my support. He could have dealt with this so much better, but I really hope he stays at least one more year and even needs to match his and our ambition. And that's the situation. It's Levy. Levy is the reason that we're in a situation that Kane wants to leave, but Kane is to blame for everything that has happened. Everything that's happened since then. Remus says, OMG, Galini playing today. He is playing. It's going to be exciting to see him. No Golini, as David is going to continue to call him. It'll be good to see him making his debut for the team. Shamu, the game is not free on the Spurs site. It is $7.99 with the majority of the proceeds going to the Mind Mental Health charity, which is what this tournament is for. And David, touching that, I suppose it is a fantastic touch from the club to hold this tournament in aid of a mental health charity, isn't it? It is, but they're not. To me, they're not friendlies. I still want to kick 7 shades of shit out of Chelsea and Arsenal. I'll be honest with you. It's not a friendly for me. But no, it's good that they can put rivalries aside and come together for such a good cause. It affects many people around the world, especially recently with the lockdowns and everything else. So, no, it's good. It means that money can go into the charity, and then the charity can help people out there. So it's all good. Absolutely, 100%. I think it's fantastic from the club, and hopefully there are plenty of proceeds raised, as I said, for what is a very, very good cause. Let's keep an eye here on Twitter. There's seems to be a few developments in the transfer window, not so much based on Tottenham, but it does seem to be quite a busy day. Again, McGrealish looking to join City, Lukaku potentially going to Chelsea, Ings going to Villa. It seems every team around us is doing business as we await the official announcement for Christian Romero. Of course, yesterday we got the here we go from Fabrizio Romano. So it's just a great deal, David, isn't it? There was a while there when it looked like it may not happen, but this is it's a huge one for Tottenham, isn't it? Nah, look, I think deep down we all knew it was going to happen, to be honest with you. Look, they're not going to... Except Bobby. Look, TTS and all that, but anyone that done the homework on him, Matt, you would know that he wasn't due back to training until this Monday this week. So nothing was ever going to get done until he came back from holiday anyway, Romero himself. So, and... look, it's not just as easy to blame Levy for everything or blame Tottenham for everything as well. It's something that we all spoke about, that, sometimes a club isn't going to sell their star asset in a position until they have a player coming in. Some clubs operate like that. And the hold up was on Atlanta's end. They were waiting to get their centre back in. They got Mehmet Demiral from Juventus with a loan with an option to buy, and I probably believe Paratici probably had that deal happen too. Wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't surprise me. And now that's freed up them to allow Romero to travel to England, which he is. And then the deal's going to be done. So I'm absolutely delighted that we got our man done and dusted. The saga is over. We can relax now, and now we can move on to the next targets. Get a right back in, get another centre back in, see what else we can do after that. Let's see what happens. Look, the transfer window is going to speed up a lot more now. You're going to see a lot more deals getting done quicker, because it always happens coming into the last month, especially the last few weeks of transfer window. Some of these deals just get done like that. So, hopefully we can get a couple done. Transfer market is going to heat up now. I hope we can. I really. I don't for a second believe Spurs are done. I know there will be more deals coming, but it's just the quality of those and how quickly we can get them over the line, I think, will be important. Cody says, think I might spend £8 and get a beer for my own mental health. That could be a good show, Cody. I won't lie to you. What's that? Do you have a link for the match? For the Spurs side I'm using, yeah. Do you have a stream for it yet? No. I have to pop off to find it. All right. Do you want to do that now, or? Yeah, I'll do that now. Okay, perfect. We'll get some questions and comments in from the live chat. Everyone, get your questions, your comments in, and we'll see what you have to say. Chem, talking about Skip going out on loan. I wouldn't be too sure what's happening just yet. I think Skip will be sent out on loan if we fail to ship on Sissoko and Winks for this window. I think it's just kind of a fail-safe in terms of saving a bit of money on the wage. If we do fail to get rid of those players that we seem to be trying very hard to get rid of. The latest rumours on Twitter with regards to Moussa Sissoko is that he could be on his way to Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia, where interestingly he could be joined by Mateus Pereira, who from Watford or from West Brom, who yesterday said he does want to leave the club, and it looks today as though he will be potentially on his way to Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia, which is a big surprise for me. Absolutely. Please don't share any stream links in the live chat, guys. Anyone, if you do want to watch it, it is there on the Spurs website, but please do not share any dodgy links in the chat because I'll have to ban you from the channel. Adam with €5 super chat. Thank you so much for that, Adam. I do really appreciate it. Says, we're Tottenham Hotspur FC, not Harry Kane FC. Let him go for 150 million. Damn score, Son, Adama up front. Come on, you Spurs. When's the next call and shows Matty? Yes, that is a decent lineup. That is a decent front line. 150 million, I'd take that as well. When's the next call and show? We'll have one in the next week, I'd say. We'll have one in the next week to talk transfers and things like that. But Adam, thanks so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. Ishak says, did you hear that Levy nearly stopped the deal for Romero because of the fee, but gave the go-ahead for the deal to be done? That was from, I think it was Carriera de Bergamo, which I wouldn't take as a particularly reliable source because I haven't really seen them say anything before. But of course, that's the area of Italy where Atalanta are from, so I assume that would be their kind of equivalent of Football.London or something like that. But I wouldn't take that too seriously for this one. I've seen Chelsea's training kits are absolutely disgusting. Oh, matches the club, huh? Paul, good to see you in the live chat, says, I think we need to speed things up in the transfer market. Now, regarding Kane, he's not doing himself any favours. Grealish returned to Villa. Kane has gone to the USA. Absolutely, he's not doing himself any favours. You know, Grealish is training with Villa. Joe Hart was training with Spurs up until a few days ago. Yes, he was playing up top in our matches. But yeah, Kane needs to be professional about this. He needs to be a man and accept that he may not get his move, and it's his own fault that isn't happening. But I agree, he's really not doing himself any favours. Fen says, you're getting fans on the stream today. There won't be any today because I was late in from work, so we couldn't do the hour and 15 before the watch along. But we'll definitely have some call-in shows soon, Fen, and I'll let you know on Twitter before I do them because I'd love to have you on and chat Spurs again. Ishan says, do you guys like the idea of a Coutinho loan and possibly landing the two Fiorentina players? There's a lot of flexibility with money, and our dead would leave. I think the idea of Coutinho coming in is not the worst idea. He's not going to be the Coutinho that we saw at Liverpool, but he's also not going to be the Coutinho we saw at Barcelona. I do think he's going to be better than that. But as far as I understand it, those reports are completely wide of the mark, and there's absolutely no truth to that whatsoever. However, Spurs are at the moment looking to bring in an attacking player. Damsgaard is being mentioned. Nonu Madueke. I need to learn how to pronounce his name. From PSV is being mentioned as well. But I really don't think Coutinho will be part of that. Thanks, Raf. Martin says, would you take Lingard? I wouldn't. I wouldn't take Lingard, and it's just because you can't look at 2-3 bad seasons and say, oh, but he had a good 6 months at West Ham. I think that's too much of a risk, and his age, I think he's just so similar to Dele Alli, and I think one of them is enough. As much as I do love Dele Alli, I don't want a second one of him at the club. Go come out with a 5,001. Thank you so much for that. Says, hi Matt, so excited for this game. Sonny fighting. I'm excited as well, and Sonny is definitely going to be fighting in this one. He's going to be playing his absolute best as always. It's going through the lineups for these two teams again. Some young players on the bench for Spurs, of course, as always. The lineup is there beside me on the screen. If you haven't seen it already, it is Galini, Doherty, Tanganga, Dyer, Reguilon, Skip, Højbjerg, Dele, Bergwijn, Lucas, and Heung-min Son starting up top for Spurs today in what is a stronger lineup than what we've seen in pre-season so far. But I'm sure we will, as always, see the rotation throughout the second half with those young players potentially coming off the bench. But we are getting ready to get underway here at Stamford Bridge. The camera focused on N'Golo Kante at the moment. There's Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Who is the better DM of those? It's Højbjerg. But it should be an exciting game. It should be a very interesting encounter. And look, we like to win this. It's not the most important thing within a pre-season game, but I'd love to win this. And I certainly hope the players will be fighting for every single ball in this one. As they would in a normal Premier League game, and the players again taking the knee. I've no sound on, but I can see applause within in the Stamford Bridge faithful, which is good to see. And we are underway. Son kicking it off back to Højbjerg, Toby Alderweireld, and Spurs just getting their foot in the ball here early on. Bit of a high press from Chelsea, but Doherty going around in circles at the moment. Hoofs up the pitch, and it's gone out for a Chelsea throw. It's not the best of starts for Matt Doherty there. Stuart says, "Hi Matt, have you discussed Connor Cody interest to Spurs? What's your opinion, please?" I haven't discussed it, Stuart, because it's just not coming from a particularly reliable source. Football Insider is where I've seen it from. Are an absolute mess unless they're talking about EFL deals, in my opinion. Would it be a good signing? If we're playing at 4 at the back, I wouldn't say so, because that's why he struggled at Wolves last season. But if we're playing at 3 at the back, he would be a good addition, but not, or I wouldn't want him to be our priority. I'd certainly think there are better centre backs out there that we can try and get someone in and alongside Romero as well. Alan says, "How do you think Galini will do?" Okay, I'm excited about Galini. I really am. And I know he's not going to be a ball play through there for Werner, and Galini comes sprinting out of his box, and he could have waited for it to come in and catch. He could have picked it up in his box. Maybe a bit of an omen there about his how rash he may be as the ball is fired here into Son. It's a poor ball, but N'Golo Kante gives it away as well, and Dele Alli, that's another poor ball, but Spurs have it back again. And here's Heung-min Son facing the Chelsea back line. But he's surrounded very, very quickly. And Chelsea do get the ball back, but very, very sloppy play in the middle of the park there in the opening stages of this first half. Let me get these comments back up. Football Crazy says, "I'm new here. Welcome to the channel. Long ball over the top looking for Werner. Dyer rugby tackles him, and the referee doesn't seem to think there's a foul there." Football Crazy, good to see you in the live chat. If you're new here, I see you hit that subscribe button as well. So thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. Here's Marcos Alonso for Chelsea into the middle of the pitch for Kovacic. Quick 1-2 with Havertz, and here's N'Golo Kante. And Spurs setting up in what appears to be a bit of a diamond, really, with Højbjerg at the base of it. Oliver Skip and Dele Alli either side of him, and then Heung-min Son playing almost as a false 9, if that makes sense. It looks to be more of a 4-3-3 than a 4-2-3-1 out of possession, which I don't think I certainly didn't expect, to be honest. Shamu says he's in. Good to hear. Caleb says Werner likes scoring against us. He does. Quite a few players like scoring against us. Sergio Aguero was one of the most famous ones for always backing a goal against us, and Bobby Firmino as well. I'd say 50% of his Liverpool goals have been against Spurs. But look, we're used to it. Callum, the game is not on TV. It's on the Spurs the Spurs website. You can get access to it for £8, with £5 of that go into the Mind Mental Health charity. David, have you sorted out your stream?
Yeah, I got a link. I'm on it now, but I'm only 1 minute 35 seconds in, Matty.
Oh, I'm about a minute 15 ahead of you. I don't know if this website lets you pause. Remember the issues you had with it last time?
We'll just have to go with it.
Okay. Here's Dele Alli, plays into the middle of the park to Lucas Moura. Taking on a few men. He's past Kovacic. Out to the left-hand side, here's Stephen Bergwijn. I need to figure out who's on the pitch for Chelsea. Good ball into Son in the box, in the 18-yard box, gets half yard. Oh, he hits it and it's deflected and it wrong foots Mendy. But the goalkeeper gets across very, very well and makes a decent save down to his right-hand side. Good save there by Mendy, but the first half chance in this game falls to Heung-min Son. David, what do you make of the... it looks to be more of a 4-3-3 than a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, look, I think that'd be the case for the bigger teams. Either that or three centre-backs with 2 wing-backs. You could use that either. Look, with Chelsea's midfield, it wouldn't surprise me without the ball to be a 4-3-3 because it kind of gives us that bit of extra protection. Yeah,
I got you. Shamu there says he sent you a link for the game, and he's around the same time as me, so I don't know if you want to maybe check that and see if that works for you.
Yeah.
Foul here on the left-hand side. I think that's Hudson-Odoi taking down Sergio Reguilon, and a free kick here from Spurs on the left flank, and a good chance to get the ball into the box. Anyone who wants a time check, I'm currently on 4:15, 4:16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think if you are on the Spurs site, the stream should be synced up, but because of the delay on the stream on YouTube, there will be maybe 10-15 seconds in the difference. AG says, pay for a friendly. Does Levy literally have literally no scruples? AG, this is a charity event. The £5 of every subscription is going to the Mind Mental Health charity. So I think this is a very nice touch from Spurs. But Chelsea here in the counter-attack. Ziyech plays the third team of Werner.
4 minutes.
Werner on the right-hand side facing off Oliver Skip. Gets down to the byline, tries to cut it back, but it's a terrible ball. And Reguilon is able to deal with it quite easily. What was that, David?
I'm on 5 minutes.
Oh, you're ahead of me now. How do you do this?
5 minutes, 10 seconds now.
Are you on the Spurs website?
No.
Interesting. Anyway, here's Lucas Moura into Oliver Skip. Now to Matt Doherty. Do you want to send me that link, David? And I'll see if it's if it's better for me. Nice one.
Don't worry, guys. We won't have these problems come the season. We'll all be on the same links on the same times and everything else. Don't worry about that.
When these are actually on TV, it'll be a lot easier to sort this stuff out.
Thanks, Shamu. What a legend.
Yes, Shamu, thank you very much.
No Golini. Do you know what? A lot of people think he's been brought in as a backup, Matt. He's not been brought in as a backup. He's been brought in to compete with Hugo Lloris, because we don't know what Hugo Lloris's situation is after this summer with the 1 year left in his contract. So, Golini's going to be fighting for the number 1 jersey here. It's going to be an interesting battle between them, and it can only benefit Tottenham. Hopefully bring the two of them to the very top of their game. Yeah,
fingers crossed. Competition can never be a bad thing. Pam Newland, thank you so much for joining the Championship member club. I really do appreciate that. Do keep an eye out for our next member show coming up in the next week or so. I'd love to have you on to chat Spurs transfers. AG says, Matt, that is a tax write-off, not for charity. You're not that dumb. Someone's getting banned. Adam William Cahill has joined the Championship membership club as well. Thank you so much for that, Adam. I really do appreciate it. Good to see you in there, and I'm sure I'll see you on the Members College show when that is in the next couple of days as well. Thank you. If anyone else does want to join as a member, do hit that join button just below the video. Everything will be explained to you there, starting at just £1.99 per month. David, what are your thoughts on the opening stages of this one?
To be honest, I haven't really got to watch too much. All I've seen is Tottenham go into the Chelsea half at the ball, which is good. Tottenham looking threatening, but I haven't really got to watch the first 5 minutes, to be honest with you, just getting everything sorted out now.
Look, it's always a good thing to have the ball in their half. Just an update on the Lukaku transfer from Fabrizio Romano. Chelsea are getting confident to sign Lukaku soon. Direct talks with the Inter new official bid coming. €12 million net per season, and add-ons offered to Romelu, who's open to rejoin Chelsea. Inter are considering Duvan Zapata as replacement, and Atalanta will go for Tammy Abraham. So some bad news there for Spurs, because it's damn good news for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Speaking of Chelsea, they're in possession here. Ball out to the left-hand side to Marcos Alonso, who again could have been part of that deal to go to Inter Milan, but looks set to stay at Chelsea now. And here's Kai Havertz into N'Golo Kante. Good high press there by Dele Alli to win it up, back high up the pitch. Oh, but Son couldn't quite get the pass off, and Kante does well to regain possession for Chelsea. And Chelsea on the break now on the right-hand side with Callum Hudson-Odoi facing up Sergio Reguilon. Puts it back edge of the box to Hakim Ziyech, gets on his left foot and he hits it, but it's just puts a bit too much on that, and it goes harmlessly over Pierluigi Golini's goal, and he's going to take his first goal kick in his Spurs shirt.
No Golini.
Here we go. Annex says Ali midfield and Son false 9. As I was saying earlier, it does look to be that 4-3-3 with Son almost at the front of a midfield diamond, but a bit more advanced than number 10. Do you think they're preparing, David, getting Son in a more central position?
No, look, I think it's just a case of, to be honest with you, Matt, I do think it's just a case of having them just a matter of for pre-season, because there's no Harry Kane, just filling that void. But as well, it gives Nuno another option to play with, because he has actually done well here pre-season. He's made some very good runs in behind, which is what you want to see. Because look, with Son, he's not really going to rely on his physicality, is he? So he needs to be making very, very clever runs, and he has done so far. So it can only bode well for Tottenham, the fact that we're getting the minutes up there, so that if we do have to call upon him, he's ready to go. Yeah,
I agree. Chris Ennis says, loving your channel, Matty. I appreciate that, Chris. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, as the ball is hooped up the pitch there by, is it Tanganga? I almost forget who's playing, to be honest. It is Tanganga, yes. Ball back now with Mendy in the Chelsea goal.
Do we know where a decent signing for them, Mendy?
Yeah, he started out well. I think he had a bit of a dodgy sort of spell at the end of last season, but he's an improvement on Kepa, which I know probably isn't the biggest praise in the world, but it's better than nothing for Chelsea.
The only goalkeeper who answers to no manager.
He apologised for that recently, actually, about 2 years too late.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. It's all well and good doing it once the guy's cost him his job. Why not come out after the game and say it? You know what I mean? Idiot.
Yeah.
No, but look, that's the money.
That's Chelsea for you.
Chelsea, that's all the money to get arrogant and, sure, I don't have to listen to you. I'm worth more than you. I earn more than you. This sort of thing. That's the Chelsea culture now.
It is. It is. Thankfully, we never have that at our club because our players will never earn more than other players.
And Daniel Levy's
every cloud
able to turn us into that sort of club.
Exactly. Tanganga plays the ball up the line here. Kante with a bit of a loose touch. Kante hasn't quite been at it, which is, I know it's only pre-season, but it's kind of weird to see him not being the best player on the pitch.
Yeah.
Højbjerg as well there, told off Hakim Ziyech. And then Tanganga loses it. Busbit wins it back and he plays it off Ziyech and it's out for a goal kick for Spurs.
That's dope.
I think they're back in their normal jersey numbers. We might get a look here at what number Galini will be wearing for the season ahead, because as far as I know, that hasn't yet been confirmed.
0, no goals, no Golini.
Is this ever going to stop?
No, not until he concedes a goal.
So if he concedes a goal today, it'll stop.
I'll call him 1 Golini.
Are you just going to keep count until he leaves?
Nah, look, I'm excited about this guy, you know. I think he'll do well at Tottenham.
Yeah, I do as well. He's a bit different in a good way. You know, he's certainly
he'll bring entertainment.
Yeah.
Spitting bars on the back of the bus, you know, in the dressing room, stuff like that. Be good.
All the players will save on their Spotify Premium.
In fact, he might actually
right
entertain them that much that it might actually keep Eric Dyer and players like that out of the press.
Imagine it's just all a big ruse by Spurs.
Yeah.
Cotton Tantrum, thank you so much for the super sticker, the €2. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much.
That's Dermot Wales, he's a good man.
Thank you, Dermot. Really do appreciate that. I was trying to find the goalkeeper jersey here on the Spurs site. See if you
know what? Someone asked me a question the other day, Matty, and they're like, "Do you know what any full-grown man that buys the goalkeeper kit?" And I was like, "I actually do, Matt Hayes."
Every year.
The only one that does it.
You don't know any other?
No.
It's a nice kit though, but I'm also a goalkeeper, so I kind of have to.
I know, but it's just funny.
But not sure I count me as a grown man anyway. I'm a child pretending to be older.
You're 3/4 of the way there, lad. When you reach my age, that's when you be the man. You know, now you're still young. Now you can go out and make mistakes and, you know, live life and that, lad.
Instead I'm stuck here streaming every day.
I love it though. Do you know what?
I get it, of course. Oh yeah.
I get into, but it's so fun. You know what I mean? It is. It's fun. It's good. You know, you meet so many people. It's insane. It's been very good. I really enjoy it.
Oh, it's 100 times better than I ever thought it could be, to be honest.
Yeah.
Even just go over to London for the cup final, I think would be, if that's all I got off YouTube, it would be worth it 100 times over. No, I really, really would.
Even given that opportunity was insane. Big up the two boys for that.
Absolutely. Here's Chelsea getting in behind with Kai Havertz. Stands it up to the back post. Taken down by someone.
Ziyech,
is it? It's out for a Chelsea throw here down by the corner flag. Dele Alli a bit nonchalant there in his attempts to relieve Spurs of the danger. And Ziyech's press bearing fruit for him in the end.
He's back in them positions. Never seen him back there before, so he's getting there.
True.
But this is what we were saying about Dele Alli. It was getting to the point where fans were like just thinking, oh, well, we have to play this season to fit Dele Alli in. And you kind of like, well, no, like the systems fit around Harry Kane and Son because they're the ones producing. But like with Dele Alli, good save by Golini. With Dele Alli, like I was kind of saying, you know, that it's up to him now to fit into a manager's plans. The days of the system being built around him is gone. You know, if he wants to last at Tottenham and last at a top club, he is to now adapt. Because he's not always going to have the system set around him. And it's good to see that he is adapting into Nuno's team. He's willing to get back and do the work rate to get back and defend and stuff like that. So hopefully he can continue on the right path.
Hopefully he can, because everybody knows my opinion on him. I'd love to see him be successful at Spurs. Hold on a second. Here's an attack for Spurs. Oliver Skip as Lucas Moura out on his right-hand side, and he feeds the ball out to him. 3 in the box, and Skip's on and Bergwijn. Lucas back onto his left foot.
I want it.
I think I'm a bit behind you. Would you stop it, David?
No,
would you stop it?
If there was VAR involved, they would have given that.
True.
Keep his ankle, lad.
Tom Orr says, evening, Matt and the main man, Mr. Irish. Did David hear the good news? Winks has signed a new 8-year contract and been made captain. Enjoy the game. Here's Hakim Ziyech on the corner for Chelsea. 1 Golini. Ziyech fires it home from 22 yards out, right into that bottom corner. Don't think there's much Mr. Golini could have done about that. It would be. It was a very, very good finish, but Chelsea have the lead. I'm not even sure how Chelsea got the ball there. I think they got possession back way too easily. But it is Ziyech who makes it 1-0.
Who gave it this way now? Lucas. Was it?
I'm updating the score here.
Here, you can't back off like that. That's why we need Romero. He wouldn't be backing away letting him shoot like that. Moonboots and Tanganga both dropping. If Dyer dropped to cover the run, then Tanganga has to go out and meet the ball. You can't both drop at the same time. That's too easy. I can't wait to get Romero in. This is going to stop. This is what me and Jack were talking about last night, that, too many teams are getting the ball running at us and we're too nice. This is why Romero's coming in. I can't wait.
I wonder if Romero going to watch this and just turn around on the plane.
Don't say that.
He's probably going to be playing alongside one of these lads. Excuse me, he must know that.
That's shocking. Fair enough, Lucas lost the ball there in the middle and he shouldn't have because he exposed the team. But if you're Dyer and Tanganga, okay, Dyer was dropping and he kind of covered the run, okay. But, with Tanganga, if Dyer's covering the run, Tanganga has to go out and meet that. You can't keep dropping with Dyer, and because Dyer's already covering the run. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You have to go out and meet the shot.
Defensive frailties and downright incompetence from his team as always. Oh, we need Romero, we need Tomiyasu, we need at least one more, to be honest with you. But Chelsea back in possession here. Ziyech out on the right hand side feeds it into Kante. Puts in a Odoi. It's a foul, isn't it?
Foul to Tottenham, love it. Let's go.
Is it?
Yeah.
Interesting decision. Jordan Stevens says poor from Lucas, to be fair. Yeah. Poor all around there, I think. Hoiberg as well there in the middle of the park to beat Ziyech. He's Stephen Bergwijn has Reguilon on the outside, Son of Lucas in the middle. Cuts inside, but you got to play that ball out wide. Yeah. You have to play that out wide to Reguilon. He's made the overlap and it's 2-on-1.
Oh, come on, son. That touch has them, man. Just take it into you.
This isn't going well.
No.
Look, it is only pre-season.
Yeah, it is only pre-season, but Lucas, he's had a very good pre-season so far, but against the bigger teams, he'll learn. Look, the fact is, it's happening pre-season. Hopefully, he learns from that going into the season because we have Chelsea, Arsenal, and City inside the first 6 games. So hopefully, he's learning quick and he knows he can't make that mistake. Definitely can't try and cut in the middle and lose there. Okay, whatever, out wide, you have a chance of recovering, but you can't expose your 2 centre backs like that.
Son giving the ball away again there. Chelsea attacking his team with Werner. Forced backwards there by a bit of pressure. But it's not going to slow the Chelsea attack down. It's Ziyech, middle of the park. Back out to Werner on the left-hand side, facing up Matt Doherty. Alonso in the overlap. Nobody tracking him. Alonso squares it. Ziyech, Werner. It's a poor touch because he's useless. And let off there for Spurs.
It's frustrating.
This is extremely frustrating. Ben says Dyer should have gone to him. Werner wouldn't score. It's true. Martin says no Golini RIP 2021 to 2021. May he rest in peace. Adam says Romero never lets that run past him. He certainly doesn't.
RIP no Golini.
It was fun while it lasted. 16 minutes of it.
I don't blame him for that one though, to be fair.
Oh no, it was a fantastic strike. There's nothing you could do about that. Here's Jaffa Tanganga.
We're starting
Spurs in possession very, very deep.
Starts again now.
I can feel this coming. We'll lose 6-0 to City in the opening day, going to the second game against Wolves. No Golini. It starts again. Starts again.
Every time, lad. Every time he concedes a goal, we'll start the clock again. We'll have a no Golini clock.
Oh, I should get that up in the stream. Get those graphics done. Dara says we need a lot. It's good the director of football can see this. It certainly is. Yeah. Let's hope he gets those deals in, gets us a number 10, gets us a centre back, gets us another striker. 92 flamethrower, we're on 1955, 56, 57, 58. His team of Werner at the edge of the box. Werner hits it, blocked by Dyer, comes back to Ziyech. Dele Alli gets a toe, but Ziyech gets a shot away, and it's just gone wide. Oh, Spurs, what are you doing to me?
Defending's awful. Tanganga, that's too easy. Dyer, that's too easy. Well, good block by Dyer. All right, you can't be letting him cut in. That's way too easy.
This is poor. This is
they're just dummying the shot, and our defenders are falling for it every time, and then they're just creating room and then cracking it. Here. Who's that?
Son.
Take him off. Piss me off for it.
Can we bring on Jack Clark?
No.
All of a sudden you're happy.
Nearly got me there, Matty. You nearly got me.
Oh, I can't wait till my jersey gets here. Ziyech looking for the back post. He's over at that, and it's gone harmlessly into the Spurs crowd. Or is that the Spurs crowd? I thought that's where the away fans are at Stamford Bridge, but they seem to be wearing blue. Showing that goal there again. Lucas dispossessed way too easy in the halfway line, and Spurs backing off, and in the end, it's just, I suppose it's a good finish from Ziyech, but it's made somewhat easy for him by the lack of any pressure from the Spurs defence. But as you mentioned, Romero, that's his bread and butter. Those situations, he won't hold off, he won't sit back. He'll go in for that ball and he'll come out with it. Had the most pressures of any player in the top 5 divisions of English football last year, averaging 17.8 per 90 minutes. Yeah, that's a lot. That really is a lot. He'll sort that issue.
We need that aggressive defender. We need it because we're far too nice. We may as well call it Santa Claus FC right now because we just gifted to them. You know what I mean? Honestly, it's like presents for nothing. It's just it's ridiculous. I can't wait for that dog mentality of Romero to come in because honestly, Romero will just come out and meet him, and even if he did try to skin him, oh Lord,
he's offside. Timo Werner. You know what? Timo Werner is the best striker in the world when he's offside. The amount of goals that man has disallowed and ruled out for offside is absolutely insane. I really don't understand it.
Well, I don't think he's off there.
Oh, he's onside. Oh, we got away with one there. We've definitely got away with one there. But look, let's not say anything. I don't know what Galini was doing. He was caught in no man's land.
But why is the gap so big between Dyer and Tanganga? Like, what have they been working on pre-season, the two of them? You know what I mean? Why is the gap so big?
I don't know.
No one's picked up the run. He's just stuck between the two of them and wait for the ball to come. That's way too easy. I played up from Matty, and if someone handed me that gift, I'd be thanking them.
Yeah, definitely. Looks though Højbjerg's kind of stepped back into the left centre back role for a second here. It looks like we have reverted to a 5 at the back. Could just be a temporary thing to try and stem the flow of these Chelsea attacks, but yeah, Højbjerg can see already starting to step up there, pressuring Kante, forcing him backwards, still going backwards. That's good play from Spurs. That's good defending. Dara says that's a sympathy offside. Oh, it definitely is.
Yeah,
it definitely is.
I'll take it though, Dara. You know me, lad. I'll take it.
Please do make sure to hit that like button as well if you haven't already. It's a very good way to support the channel. It helps push this stream out to more and more people. We're on 130 likes. Let's see if we can get that to 150 as quickly as possible. And do make sure to subscribe as well while you are here. We're on 11,126 as we speak. So let's get that up as high as we possibly can. It would be greatly appreciated. Any support on the channel. And do, of course, make sure to go over and check out the Irish Hotspur while you are here. And subscribe over there for even more fantastic Spurs content throughout the rest of the window and the upcoming season.
No, I appreciate that. Look, it's not as good as Matty's, but we're getting there. It's nowhere near as good yet. Ireland's Matty's biggest YouTuber, but I'm Ireland's #1 fan. So, if you want to join the cause, get over there to the Irish Hotspur, subscribe, and you automatically become a member of the Harris Army.
David is not Ireland's #1 Spurs fan by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, we'll have to visit out this season. Every watch along that the two of us are here, we have to answer 5 questions made up by a randomer. And we don't see them, and then by the end of the season, whoever gets the most is Ireland's #1 Spurs fan.
Who's the randomer?
Don't know. We'll have to take. We'll have to get someone mutual because we can't let Marcelo do it because. Well, no, yeah, Marcelo. Yeah, we probably could let Marcelo ask the question.
We could get Marcelo to do it.
He definitely wouldn't give us the questions. With Jack, look, if Jack gave the questions, to be honest with you, Matty, even if I won, I'd be accused of getting the questions beforehand. So
it's the only way you would win. Let's be honest. We'll sort something out. We'll prove you wrong eventually. I'm just saying, you won that first quiz on We Are Tottenham TV, and I won the next 2 quizzes. So if we're going off quid
that's
results,
the operation thing. If it's word, like if it's me speaking the answer, that's where I win that.
I
Not
won
this
the last two.
technology
The
stuff.
same.
I was pressing
Would you
the wrong
stop it?
buttons.
Technology doesn't stop you from not knowing Spurs info.
No, the niece had the phone, lad. She was sitting there playing with it.
Oh, convenient. Convenient. So you were on the iPad then or something in the chat saying it was you doing the stuff? Very convenient. Simon says, I'm going to vent on the 90s programme. This woeful this is. Another header there from Chelsea over the bar, and I'm quickly losing interest in this game. I won't lie. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of everybody's time. Huh?
Rudiger, I think that was Rudiger, yeah. He nearly headbutted his own knee.
He would have deserved it.
Oh, come on. We're just giving away the ball far too easy here. Way too easy.
Tom says David is Ireland's Winksy #1 fan.
No,
you a fan of Harry Winks?
I'm Ireland's Winks #1. I wouldn't say hater, but just non-believer. I don't believe in his talents. Because he doesn't have any.
True. I've seen tweets already. This is going to be a long season. This is going to be a very long game. We have a mid-table squad and we face the champions in 11 days. Can't wait for the season to be over. Oh, I love Spurs fans. Yeah, we're quite bad.
That's it, Doherty. Yeah, you animal. That's how we start getting into the game. Let's go, Lucas. Referee, yeah, I thought so. Oh, that was Skip. Good man, Skip. That's why we
need you on the sideline screaming at the referee in every game we play.
Honestly, it'd be worth giving me a ticket to every game we play just to have me there, because I would just concentrate on the referee for 90 minutes. Literally every decision.
Someone would look at our player in the box and you'd scream for a penalty. You get one eventually.
But you know what? Sometimes you just have to ask, Matty. You don't ask, you don't get.
Absolutely. Adam says, Hyman's son, #1 fan right here. I think there's a few people in the live chat that might
Marcelo won't be happy with that.
To that. Marcelo won't. Dogma won't either, or Jiminy. Might have a fight in your hands there, Adam.
Or Dark Song G, he's a big fan.
Or Dark Song G, yeah.
Big fan.
I think we're all big fans of Son, let's be honest.
No, we're all big fans, yeah, no, 100%. But, like, you know, Marcelo reps Son, you know what I mean? He loves him. Loves him more than anybody.
I think Marcelo was ahead of the curve when he said Son's better than Kane.
No, he wasn't that. Kane is better than
Here's Son coming up from Chelsea defence.
They're better together.
True. Very true. Dele Alli back into the middle of the park to 5 years. We have 28 minutes played in this one. Chelsea 1, Tottenham 0. And we're lucky it's only that because Werner had a goal ruled out for offside that most definitely was onside. Chelsea with a possession back again. Throw one though for Spurs.
He's too slow on the ball. And is it me or does he look like he's put on weight?
I haven't noticed, I'll be honest. Have a look here in a sec.
Looks a bit chubby. It's alright for me to be chubby. I'm not a professional footballer. But
I've seen worse. Remember Gary Taylor Fletcher used to play with Blackpool?
Oh, yeah.
He was a big lad. Ruder puts his foot through one there. After throwing for Spurs on the left hand side, trying to get a bit of possession on Chelsea half. Yeah. Adam says Son is better than Kane. He'll be the standout player this season, calling it now best season yet. Adam, I hope you're right. I really do hope you're right, because if anyone is better than Kane, they're going to be a damn good footballer.
I hear that going into every season, Matty, though, you know. The king always rises to the top. Or the cream always rises to the top, a.k.a. Harry Kane.
God, I really hope he stays.
He's staying. He's staying, unless PSG or someone come in. He's staying.
I don't think he'd go to PSG. I think he'd wait a year and hold out for the move to City because he wants that Premier League title.
The reason I said PSG is because the Poch factor.
True.
Oh, Jesus, bro, what ball is that? Honestly. It's like
how does he overhit that so much?
It's like he hit a missile. It's like that guy in North Korea hit a missile. What is that? That's shocking. Jesus. That's frustrating. Come on, man. Against this crap teams, he's got that pass spot on every single time. The minute he sees a blue Chelsea jersey in front of him, I better overhit this. Come on. Better than that. We're better than this. Oh, good defending.
Question there says, anything else on Kunde to Chelsea, or has that cooled down? There were reports today that things have actually died down in that one because of Zuma's move to West Ham collapsing. It's not absolutely confirmed that move has collapsed, but it is slowing down, and without the funds raised by Zuma's departure, whether that's within the move to Sevilla or to an alternative club, but they can then put the money towards buying Kunde, Chelsea will really struggle in getting that deal done, but I'd be surprised if it doesn't happen. I'd be very surprised if Kunde and Lukaku aren't wearing Chelsea jerseys next season, which is terrifying. It's just another team that are pulling further and further away from us.
Considering Chelsea didn't deem Lukaku good enough at the time, I hope not.
Yeah. Rory says, can we see Bergwijn making an impact this season? Feel like he has so much to offer. Again, I think it just depends on the system. I think it is really hard to kind of comment on these individual players because we just don't know what formation we're going to be playing. We don't know the system we're going to be playing. We don't know if there'll be reliance on wingers or if Bergwijn is even part of that team. But he does have the quality. If there is a system that suits him, I think to make an impact in this team. But I think there are a lot of ifs within that kind of opinion.
Look, on Bergwijn, I don't think so. I don't believe in him. I just don't believe in him. For me, I think he'd make more of an impact in the track and field. Maybe looking forward to the Paris Olympics or something like that than what he will at Tottenham. Look, he has the ability. Do you know what really winds me up though, Matty? It's the end product. That's what annoys me. It's the end product. If he could, I don't know. Does he need is he staying back after training to try and improve on? I don't know. It's hard to know, but he just needs to get the end product going.
Govan with the £2 super chat says, I hope Nuno plays at 3-5-2 or 3-4-2-1 this season. Govan, thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate it. I think I'd like to see 3 at the back as well, but we need at least 2 more centre backs. We really do need at least 2 more centre backs for that to happen, and I think we'd be lucky to get 1 more in, assuming Tomiyasu was coming in as a right back. I just don't think we have the 3 at the back, the centre backs to play 3 at the back, which is just upsetting, right? Really, because we were so good at it a few years back. Flamethrower says, Matt, what happened to the Sanchez plus 55 million bid for Kunde? The player just didn't want Spurs. It's as simple as that. It was the stumbling block we had from the first minute that ultimately is what made that deal break down, and it was around that same time then that Chelsea went in with that bid of, what was it, 35 million plus Zuma, which is now essentially 70 million. But yeah, that bid, I didn't hear if it was accepted by Sevilla or not, but the player didn't want us, so it's almost irrelevant.
Oh, who's injured now?
Hakim Ziyech, I think.
Oh, good. Happy days.
It's not a Spurs player. Bit of a clash there in the air with Sergio Reguilon.
Dead leg, nothing wrong with him. Get up. The magic spray will come out now and it'll be up and running around in 2 minutes. Wait until you see. Magic spray and a bit of water does the job.
He'll be fine. Oh, God, what a boring first half.
Yeah, it's
painful first half.
Severely frustrating.
How is it only 34 minutes in? I genuinely feel like we should be in the 80th minute of this.
Yeah, it feels like it, doesn't it? We just need to start keeping the ball better and then try and create some sort of movement in the final third. Because at the minute, we're just trying to get that ball in behind the Son. But, where's the option from Lucas, Bergwijn, Dele getting forward? What are these players offering when we're going forward? All we're trying to do is just play the ball in behind the Sun. We need Bergwijn to be making runs. Lucas, Dele Alli, players like that. They need to break forward and make these runs.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem to be clicking for any of them out there with anything at the moment, which is not a good sign. Was it 11 days before we start our season against Manchester City? I'm sure the 11 is going to be a little bit different when we do play that game, but look, let's just wait and see, huh?
It's just it's super frustrating, lad. It's just, I don't want to say it looks like it looks like it could be more the same when it comes up against these bigger teams, but it's looking like it. Like these players that have this potential and that haven't really, they need to step up now.
Here's Hakim Ziyech. Slow down a bit there, but the attack is still going. Kovacic gets a foot in there. Forced backwards and somehow manages to keep possession with Skip and Lucas on his case. Kante turns past Dele Alli as if he's not even there. Alonso here on the left hand side. Tries to switch through to Callum Hudson-Odoi. It's a great ball. Hudson-Odoi takes it down well. Edge of the box. Hakim Ziyech. Again to Kante. Chelsea keep possession well. Here's Kovacic. Kante again. Hudson-Odoi still in space out the right hand side and Kante picks him out.
Why can't we keep possession like this?
Ziyech again. We're just not as good as them. Which is, considering how far ahead of them we were not too long ago, a few years back. We finished, what was it, third? They finished 10th. Look at it now. Chelsea still in possession. Look, as much as we can criticise us, Chelsea have been very, very good in this opening 36 minutes.
Yeah, they've looked sharp, to be fair.
Good defending there by Reguilon.
Unlucky, Dele. At least got stuck in there.
It's an incredibly frustrating match. Anybody who couldn't get
your hair like Dele Alli's if we win a cup.
What did you just say?
If we win a cup, you have to have hair like Dele Alli.
Deal.
Okay. For one stream, you have to have hair like Dele Alli if we win a cup.
I'll do it for 1 year, David, as an actual cup. Like,
yeah.
Does Conference League count?
Every trophy counts this season. Conference League, League Cup, FA Cup, or Premier League. Like, look, you can probably write them all off. Look, if you look at our history, but the odds are on your side. But you know, there's always that one team that pops up every season that gets further than what you expect them to do.
We may win that Conference League, I won't lie. Ryan with £2 super chat. Thank you so much for that, Ryan. I do appreciate it. Says, just not good enough. Bergwijn, Ali, Dyer, Winks, Bin. Winks isn't on, but I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. We are just not good enough. Spurs, huh? I don't even know what to say anymore. Adam says, what? 2 new centre-backs that are still a possibility would you both like to see next to Romero, Milenkovic and Vestergaard? For me, I'm not even sure Vestergaard is even an option at the moment. Like everything has died down on him. With Milenkovic, he seems closer to West Ham than he is to Tottenham, but I'd be quite upset if we don't go in for him and try and make that happen, because for just £15 million, he's an absolute steal. An absolute steal.
Yeah, look, if we don't try and rival that, where it's a bit of a joke, to be honest with you, if we do just let him go to West Ham uncontested, because we're just helping them get stronger. You know, they were in and around our level last year, and we're just helping them get stronger. And we can't do that. Plus, not especially when we need centre backs. You know what I mean? And especially for the price that he's going for, you go and get him.
Yeah. He's one we've been talking about for a while. Chelsea in attack.
Oh no, this is too easy, man.
Timo Werner.
Ending it shit.
Galini fumbled that one there. That's not exactly convincing goalkeeping there by him, but he does end up with the ball in his grateful grasp at the end.
Come on, lads. Come on. Let's turn this game on its head. Let's go. Referee. Linesman. One of yous. Yeah, about time.
This is absolute torture. I could have went to bed.
Lucas, just push him off the ball. Don't be crying to the ref. Just push him away. Who's coming for the short option? Who's looking for this? Standing 20 minutes over the ball just to do that. Come on.
Five minutes left in this first half here. And again, it feels like it should have been over a long time ago, as Matt Doherty failed to make a 10-yard pass. Here's Timo Werner out to the left-hand side to Ziyech. Chelsea in again.
Get him gone. That's unforgivable. That's stupidity. That's crap at its finest. That's a simple pass inside. That's a give and go. It's simple. It's the basics of a modern day fullback is the give and go. Give inside, go outside to receive. And he can't even pass it straight.
Junior Bingham says Matt Hayes looks fed up. Matt Hayes is very fed up. And I know it's only pre-season. I'm not going to sit here slating the team. It's not a fun watch. We're not playing well. This isn't enjoyable.
Oh, my God. Why is this donkey Bergwijn doing?
Oh, Bergwijn, man.
This
is embarrassing.
What's he doing?
Højbjerg.
What is he doing?
Oh, God.
He's standing there on the ball. Just try and beat him. Do something. Don't stand there waiting for him to take it off yet.
Dele Alli does look frustrated.
They all look frustrated. Hopefully they can get in the dressing room sort it out at half time. I know it's pre-season and all this, but like, I would like to pick up, a result in these two games, beat Arsenal, even take a draw against Chelsea and build momentum going into the season. I don't want to be sitting here played off the park by Chelsea. Couldn't care if it's pre-season or not. It's Chelsea.
The Spurs web have just tweeted, let's just hope Romero hasn't gotten access to Spurs TV this evening. Oh, let's hope indeed.
Daniel Levy probably gave it to him in part of his contract to sign.
Bonuses, you get to watch this game.
Yeah. We will not charge you $7.99. There's nothing you can even take from this first half apart from you being ran around.
Yeah. Sarah just put a yawn emoji into the chat and actually genuinely made me yawn. Gogama says Matt and David looking so disappointed makes me sad. Oh, Gogama, I wish I didn't look disappointed. I just hard not to. No one says, Matt, this is shocking. It's absolutely disgraceful. Look, I know it's pre-season. And again, I'm not like, no one's going to sit here and slate this team and say, oh, Nuno needs to be sacked. Oh, this, that, the other son needs to be sold. No, but there still should be a bit of competence and a bit of ability. Well, have we had one shot?
No.
We're lucky that it's only 1-0 because the referee or the linesman decided to flag Werner offside, who's 10 yards onside. We're just pretty bad.
Oh, we're now running into each other.
Oh, stop this madness. Kante to Ziyech. It's a poor touch. Skipped as well to come in for it. And it gives it straight back to Chelsea. It's like attackers against defenders. Hit there by Ziyech, saved by Galini. Look, at least Galini is getting that save ratio back up a bit. He's had quite a few to make. Paul Markey with a €5 super chat. Paul, thanks a million for that. True supporter of the channel, I really appreciate it. Says Bergwijn again showing that he has no ability to take the ball and beat a defender. We will have to pay someone to take him off our hands. And look, John, you're quite right there with that one. He looked lost. He was holding the defender up against one of their right backs, right centre back or right wing back, and he just looked lost. He hadn't a clue what he wanted to do. God, David, maybe you were right.
I don't want to be right. I want these players to shut me up. I want these players to make me look stupid and red-faced. I really do. It's just, there's no way we can go from the heights we've gone to this and sit here and still defend some of these players and still defend some of the signings that we've brought in to try and rectify who haven't made an impact. We can't do it. Like, because we're only going to go that one spiral. And now this lad's standing over the ball. He has former scoring from free kicks.
Oh, Marcus Alonso. This has gone in, isn't it? He loves a free kick against us.
Loves it.
Jordan Stevens with the £2 says, why do we look so weak and lethargic we can't pass? I wish I knew. Maybe we found our level playing 3 League One teams in pre-season. This is shocking. Marcus Alonso with a free kick here for Chelsea, 25 yards out on the left-hand side.
Straight away he just ballooned that clear, Matty. Why not just try to knock it by Alonso and try and get on the end of it and try and keep it rather than just balloon it when there's nobody there?
That takes effort. Oh, it's half time. thankfully, get 15 minutes of a bit of a break. Chelsea 1, Tottenham 0. Hakim Ziyech with the only goal. But 16 minutes. Most certainly wasn't. Dara says Lucas and Stevie are just not good enough. We have to stop being so nice as fans. And Stuart says, any positives, guys? Maybe Lucas trying hard, a bit of Delhi skill, or maybe a Højbjerg crunching tackle. Stuart, no word of a lie, the biggest positive I can give you is that we're halfway to the end. And that is the genuine truth. It's been absolutely, absolutely disgraceful. Look, to give you a bit of a break from me and David's moaning, we've got Kerry in here from Spurs Sake to come on and give us his view on that first half. What on earth is that? Guys?
That's perfect. I'm going to get a drink. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
No worries, David. No worries.
I'm here for your relief, David. Yeah, no. Look, I mean, we look awful, honestly.
Pretty much, yeah.
several players looking like they're nowhere near the fitness levels they need to be at this close to the start of the season. Tanganga, I just don't know. It looks like all fight, all ferocity has gone from him. He looks scared to put in a tackle. Just looks way off the pace and uncomfortable playing in a back two against this level of opposition. He hasn't done that. He hasn't played as a center back in a center back pairing in a back four against this level of opposition. Every time he's been played in the Premier League, it's been as a left back or a right back, and his center back starts to mostly come in the Europa League or cup competitions. But, just it's shocking to me, though, that our inability to really string passes together into some kind of cohesive attack. That has been the thing that I think has caught me off guard the most. I mean, I knew we would struggle in this game, but I didn't realize it would be quite this bad.
Yeah.
I think go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was going to say, I think the scoreline flatters us a little bit, to be honest, because like I said, Timo Werner should have had that goal, and Galini's had to make quite a few saves. It's not been anything too drastic. I mean, the majority of the shots have been straight at him, but like you say, the inability to string a few passes together. Lucas has been guilty. Son has been guilty. Doherty, Dele Alli, he's putting in a bit of fight, but not much quality to match it. And it's the middle of the park we're being overrun. And what we all wanted to see this season was a midfield of Skip and Højbjerg, and we're getting them in there, and it looks like one of the weakest midfields we've ever had. Are you surprised by how much Chelsea are controlling things in the middle of the park?
No, not at all, really. I mean, Højbjerg, he hasn't had. This is the first we're really seeing him for an extended period of time this preseason. It's not surprising to me at all that he's not quite up to speed after what was a grueling Premier League campaign for him this past season, followed up by a deep run into the Euros. So, it's not surprising that he's not quite up to speed. I think Skip, he's showing a lot of energy out there. And he's definitely getting more stuck in than I think anybody else on the pitch in terms of trying to make those challenges and trying to get to those 50-50s. And, but I think that he as well is just, not being served well by the rest of the midfield. But I mean, for me, the one person who Dele Alli has just been terrible, absolutely terrible. And I don't know what he's doing out there. I don't know what he's trying to do. I don't know what could be going through his head. Some of these attempted passes are just, they just boggle the mind. I mean, I really don't know. He's constantly slowing down the speed of the game by just stopping and looking for players to move around, come where he wants, to place the pass where he wants. And then, when he attempts to deliver the pass, it's weak, it's slow, it's telegraphed, and it gets intercepted. And I just don't understand what he's trying to do. I mean, it's obvious that, and I'm sure Nuno would have made this clear that, coming into this game, that if we were going to get something, we were going to have to try and play on the counter and try and, attack quickly after we recover the ball. And Dele is ruining any possibility of that happening by constantly trying to stop on the ball, do flicks and tricks. I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah.
The other thing for me too is whoops.
We've lost you.
Yeah, my camera's gone. Hold on a second.
Worries.
Let's see. Okay. The other thing for me as well is Lucas. I really don't know. I don't know what he's really supposed to be doing here. I mean, I think that, originally the idea was him to come in inside off the right and provide that link with those one-touch passes, those bounce passes, and that's just not coming off. Chelsea are completely stopping anything like that happening. And part of the problem is because for that to work, you need to have forward momentum. You need to have, that kind of pace to your attack. And we're constantly coming at them from a standing still position. So
for sure. Yeah, I think that's a very, very accurate analysis of that first half and or failings in attempting to get anything out of this game. Silver Surfer with 179 rupees, thank you so much for that. A true hero says Dele Alli should be on TikTok, not on a pitch. I'm Ali's biggest advocate and I'm his biggest fan, but it's getting quite difficult to defend him, to be honest, and I can't quite disagree with that super chat in there. Kieran, looking at the bench that we have, I'll just read it out there again to remind anyone who may not know what it is. We have Alfie Whiteman, Serge Aurier, Joe Rodon, Toby Amole, Ben Davis, Cameron Carter-Vickers, Musa Sissoko, Harry Winks, Niall John, Jack Clark and Dane Scarlett. It's only going to get worse from here, right?
I mean, you would assume, I don't know, maybe it's possible that a couple of the young guys, John, Scarlett, can inject some energy into this midfield and the attack and get some things going. Hopefully they can just prove to be a bit less predictable than our other midfield players and attacking players have been so far. But yeah, I mean, I think Rodon, again, another guy who we haven't seen in preseason, had a run into the Euros after the end of the Premier League season. So we don't know where he's at fitness or sharpness wise right now. But I mean, I can't imagine he'd do much of a worse job than Jaffa Tanganga has done so far at center back, which is really hard for me to say because I'm a massive fan of Jaffa Tanganga and a big Eric Dyer hater. So, but I have to admit here that Dyer has performed much better than Tanganga. At least it seems like he doesn't seem out of his depth, which is amazing to say, but he doesn't look out of his depth. He doesn't look completely panicked at having to face the reigning European champions, but Tanganga looks like he's nowhere near ready for an opposition like this. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you can make the argument as well that Aurier could probably produce more at the right back position than Doherty has. Surprising to me to see him start at a right back and a back four after we watched his immense struggles to perform at that position last season. But, I think Nuno's not exactly spoiled for choice here. So, I mean, I'm also not a big fan of Serge Aurier. I don't really want to see him come on. I'm one of those people who, after he walked out at halftime during the Liverpool match, I thought that should have been it for him. He should have never been able to pull the shirt on again. But, it's just a preseason match. So, I mean, if Nuno decides to throw him on to get something a little bit different, then there's that. But yeah, I mean, you look at the other names on that bench, nothing really to spark any confidence that we could change and provide any kind of catalyst to forming a coherent attack moving forward.
Love the optimism. No, I'm joking. I completely agree with you, to be honest. I completely agree. Elvis here at the £5 super chat, and you mentioned this a minute ago. This performance isn't a surprise. Chelsea are European champions. We are at the beginning of a long rebuild. Could be a long, tough season ahead. And I suppose when you put it like that, Elvis, it's pretty true, to be honest. So thank you very much for that super chat. Paul as well with the €5 said there's no outball to the front three, no one to receive and hold the ball. Where are Ndombele and Lascelles? So Paul, again, thank you for the super chat. Ndombele, I know, has just had a kid, so I'm sure he's been given a bit of paternity leave on that one, which you can 100% understand. And of course, congratulations to him and his partner on that. Lascelles, I think isn't long back from the Copa America. Of course, made it to the final with Argentina, which was the same day as the Euro 2020 final. So I think he was due back on Monday, along with Harry Kane. Lascelles turned up a bit early, maybe making up for the days that Kane has missed. But I think that is why they're not there. I just want to get your thoughts as well, Kerry, on Harry Kane.
I mean, I don't know. I think there's a lot of hyperbole on Twitter, as usual. It is Twitter after all, but you know, a lot of people jumping to various conclusions and pulling out various hot takes on this whole thing. I mean, for me, I don't think we definitively know why he's not there. I mean, there's, you know, questions about, you know, maybe his meeting COVID protocols, having to isolate before coming back. But if we are to assume that he is not reported to training because of the move he's trying to force to Manchester City, I mean, for me, it's just a mistake on the part of Kane, on the part of Charlie Kane and his agent team. I mean, I don't understand what they think to achieve by him sitting out of training, because the fact is he will not leave unless Manchester City comes up to our price, to Daniel Levy's price. And that's just the long and short of it. I mean, nothing Harry Kane can do individually can change that. I mean, you know, so it just has to be a question of how much City want him and how much they're willing to give up. You know, I don't think they necessarily will have to fork out 200 million in straight cash, but you know, I think 100. They'll have to come up on the cash amount. I think 120 to 140 million plus a player might be enough to sway Levy, but you know, they have to offer that. And so far, all that there's been is the original offer, which was obviously declined, and I don't think will be accepted. So they're just going to have to up the cash, and that's all that can happen. As far as, you know, Harry Kane himself, how I feel as a fan of Tottenham Hotspur and Harry Kane not showing up for training, look, I mean, I don't like it. And like I said, I think it's a mistake. I don't think Harry Kane truly realizes the effect that this has had. I think he was probably encouraged to make this decision by his incompetent brother and his troupe of clowns, who they call a professional football agency. I think that's I don't know. Look, it's just, for me, it's like, I think I don't want any players at Tottenham Hotspur who don't want to be here, and that includes Harry Kane, if that's the case. I understand that without him, we're a weaker club, even with the cash, even with the player in exchange, whoever it may be from City, or the players we acquire with that cash. But at the end of the day, it matters more to me that every single person in that locker room in that dressing room is committed to Tottenham Hotspur Football Club and winning matches with Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. And if Harry Kane isn't one of those people, then yes, he needs to move on.
That's a very interesting take. You know, I know a lot of people have said that, you know, Kane may want to go, but at the end of the day, he's still the best player in our team. We want to keep him, but it's a refreshing take, I suppose, that, you know, his quality doesn't matter. If he doesn't want to be here, if he's not, you know, devoted, let him go. We do have a super chat here.
I'd love to keep him too, but only if he's committed to this club. And if he's not, then
ta-ra. Goguma here at the 5,001 says, I'm disappointed about the first half. I hope Nuno can reconfigure for the second half. Skip looks good. I would love to see Scarlett come on. Well, there is a sub at halftime, which you're not going to be too happy with, Goguma. But thank you, first of all, for the super chat. Before we do get the second half, Kieran, thanks so much for joining us for this halftime. There's 534 people watching right now. If you want to tell them about your channel really quick.
Yeah, so formerly my channel was known as Spurs Sick, but as of today, we've initiated a little bit of a rebrand. So from now on, we're going to be called Spurs After Dark, and you can reach me on Twitter at the same name, Spurs After Dark. And we're kind of going for like a late night show theme. You know, we'll be streaming late night U.S. time, early morning UK and Ireland time, and yeah, it's going to be kind of like Spurs YouTube's late night talk show. You know, think Letterman and that kind of thing, Leno, you know. But yeah, but basically I'm going to encourage banter. I'm going to encourage talking about other topics, not just Spurs, you know. But I just want it to be a place where everybody, Spurs fans, other football fans, can come, hang out, chat football, and yeah, just have a good time. So we'll definitely want to get a lot of audience engagement as well. And you guys, as well as anybody else who wants to join, are welcome to come by. And you can check Twitter, and we'll update on streaming schedules. So thanks for the support. I appreciate it.
I love it. Thank you so much for your time today. I do appreciate you coming on and having your say. Letting David go get a drink. Kieran, thanks so much for joining. I'm sure we'll talk to you again soon.
Pleasure as always, guys. I'll be watching. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
Always good having Kieran on there for the halftime show. David, is your stream gone?
Yeah. I've been looking for another one, and I can't seem to get one at the minute.
I'm not sure how we could get around this.
Sorry.
I could try something.
Smooth sent one on again.
Oh yeah? Absolute legend. If that doesn't work, I may have a workaround, but don't hold me to that.
I think Shamu sorted out.
Shamu, you're an absolute legend. Dara says the worst thing, Arsenal played so much better against this Chelsea side, and Winks on, woohoo. Yes, that halftime sub is Harry Winks on for Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, which, if that first half was bad, just you wait and see what this team have in store for us.
Why? I hope Højbjerg doesn't have an injury.
It's his first game back, but I assume he's just trying to ease him back into this mess. Anyway, the second half is underway here at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea getting us going, kicking from left to right in their blue strip and white socks, and Spurs kicking from right to left in their new home kit as well. Very, very nice white one. Chelsea keeping the ball really well here at the back. They're not... Oh, then they give it away. But it's okay, because Winks is useless, so he gave it away as well. Here's Lucas coming forward on the right. Gets into the box. Tries to square it. Oh, it's... how have you not scored? How have you not scored? Lucas squares the ball across the face of goal. And Mendy, I'm not sure what he was doing when he palmed it out into the middle of the 6-yard box. And Heung-Min Son coming onto it under a bit of pressure from Callum Hudson-Odoi. We'll see here again. Oh, it's very good defending from Hudson-Odoi. Son gets a shot off on his left foot, and Hudson-Odoi stretching out his right foot manages to get a good block, and it comes back off Son and goes out for a goal kick. But a let off there for Chelsea. It was poor from Mendy. I'm not sure why he was palming that cross back into the danger zone, but it is it remains 1-0 to Chelsea.
Right, we're back up and running, lad.
Oh, I love it. What time are you on?
46 minutes and 40 seconds.
How are you 20 seconds enemy? Do you want to send me that link as well?
Shamu's the man.
Shamu is the man. Don't know where he gets him from.
Shamu.
At least I have the Spurs stream anyway, the one that you have to pay for. Sports is a good cause, and there's a nice backup if we do need it.
No.
Right, let's see. There we go. Chelsea coming forward here with Ziyech. Skipped as well to win that back. Plays into the middle of the park. Stephen Bergwijn. Good touch by Bergwijn. Play that. Son is in. Oh, it's a poor touch, Son. Oh. He just couldn't get that under his spell, and Rudiger managed to get it away. But a bit more intent from Spurs at the start of the second half, but not being fruitful for us just yet.
Has to be a better touch by Son to get it out of his feet.
Yeah,
skip it to pick the pass to break the line, though.
Yeah, it was good for Bergwijn. Very good from Skip. Getting that. He won that ball back and straight away he's on the front foot, had his head up. If that was Winks, he would have done everything in his power to get it back to Galini. Chance here. Ziyech hits it, deflected, 2-0.
I'm still behind you for some reason.
Really? But look, it's in. It's 2-0. Again, nothing Galini could do about that once it deflected off Eric Dyer in front of him. But Spurs are useless.
We're a shambles. We need to get that right back position sorted out. It too easy. Came too easy down the right. Eric Dyer not close enough to the striker. Shocking.
Burner down the line to Havertz. Fed it into Alonso. Winks didn't even challenge for it. He's in full control of that ball and just stands there and watches Marcus Alonso slide across, plays it into Ziyech, hits it, deflected off Dyer into the bottom corner. It's 2-0. It's 2-0.
No, that's shocking by Harry Winks. He just jumps over it. He just jumps over it, Matty. What's he doing? You wouldn't see
Harry Winks.
Oh.
It's atrocious.
Ziyech now.
What can you say? Yeah. He enjoys a goal against Spurs, doesn't he?
I just can't get over Harry Winks jumping over that. What's he doing? It's in his own box.
Yeah.
It's in his own box, man. And he's jumping over it like that. It's not the 100-meter hurdle he's racing. It's a football game. It's contact. Jesus.
Bobby says that's $7.99. I'm not getting back. Yeah. Wolf says I'm not regretting not paying the £8. I bet you're not. Jordan Stevens says Tottenham Hotspur Circus, and Dara says, bet you glad you got a working link to the match, David. I sense sarcasm.
Yeah, I am, because I love watching Tottenham, but the first thing I have to see is Harry Winks jumping over Alonso like he's in the hurdles here in the Olympics. It's you can't do that, right? And everyone know that, like, this is the thing. The reason why Winks will never make it at Tottenham is because he's too weak. He doesn't like contact. Whether he's on the ball trying to run it out and try and beat players or play forward, or whether it's defensively, he just does not like contact. That's why you always see him with his back to play, which only leaves him to be able to pass sideways or back from where the ball came from, because he doesn't like the contact. He's afraid of it, and that goal there is a perfect example. If he would have just stood his ground, that ball wouldn't have went back to Ziyech the way it did. But he jumped over it straight to Ziyech in the back of the net. You can't allow that to happen at this level.
That's Winks. Wolf Mauler says Winks sleeping like he's never leapt before. Penalty, maybe? No. Doherty got into the box there on the right hand side. He looked to be clipped by Alonso. The referee waves it away. Nothing given. Stuart says hopefully Paratici sees what needs to be done and motivates him to remove Deadwood. Fenn says it's the same old Spurs story. And here come Chelsea again. Ziyech on the right hand side. Good ball into Havertz.
Why is Doherty just walking back?
Werner. Do you know what? If Werner had the slightest bit of ability, it would be 3-0. But he's 6 yards out and he's managed to put the ball 12 yards wide. He's useless. Do you know what? He is absolutely atrocious. See what happened here with Doherty?
Oh, Lord.
That could have been a penalty. Huh?
He is shite, Werner.
He is, isn't he?
There, he is absolutely crap.
Oh, Galini. My God, that's a brave man.
Doherty.
Yeah, it should be.
What
What time are you on there? And I'll pause to sync up with you.
I am on 52 minutes.
Okay, I'm on 52:13. Tell me when you're there.
Three, two, one, play.
Substitutions there for Chelsea. Kante and Hudson-Odoi are off for Pulisic and Tiamue Bakayoko, who I actually forgot was back at Chelsea, to be honest. On loan at AC Milan last season.
This has been a depressing watch, I'm not going to lie.
It has. It's been tough.
And
I know we should have knew Watchalong.
Rotate the squad more. It's evident we need to rotate the squad more.
We need just new players. That would be a good start.
Can't keep this. This is shocking. We have to rotate. You have to rotate this squad in the market now. Can't continue with this. This is hard. It just goes to show, like, was it really the manager last season, you know what I mean? Or is it the squad?
Yeah. Well, it was a bit of both. Here's Dele Alli inside his own box. Feeds it into Son. Under pressure from Rudiger, but he does well. Feeds that into Lucas, but Alonso takes it off him as though he's a 4-year-old child.
Like taking sweets off a baby.
Shamu, you're probably ahead because what you're seeing us here on this stream is at a bit of a delay. That's probably why you're ahead. Ian says, I turned the game off after 25 minutes from the kickoff. You can tell when Spurs aren't going to have that attacking oomph. And to be honest, if I wasn't here, I would have turned it off as well as Werner tries his luck again. But Galini, again, racking up those saves.
No goal, Eni.
2 goals, Eni.
I'll start again after you concede the second.
I can't help but think this is quite biased.
No
goals since he last conceded a goal. Paul Mark, you've another €5 super chat. Paul, you're on fire tonight. I really appreciate it. Says the only way we are going to get rid of the Deadwood is to discount them big time to a Scottish Division 2 side. They are poisonously poor. And that's the thing. As much as you can say Paratici and Levy and Hitchin and whoever need to get rid of the Deadwood, who's going to buy him? Who's going to watch this and think, oh, we need Harry Winks, or oh, we need Eric Dyer in our team? It's hard. It's hard to shift him.
Rumoured, look, everything wanted him. Probably asked for too much there. Bergwijn, Ajax put in a bid, I believe. Tottenham turned it down. Look, maybe not Dyer. The likes of Davinson Sanchez. Look, clubs will take them. This is the thing. Clubs will take them. The only thing is we just ask for too much. But it's just, this is hard. This is hard to watch. Like, the thing is, us fans have to stop making excuses for them. Oh, well, if he can do this and like going on like, oh, but if he got this to his game, and it's like, yeah, but we've never seen him do it before, so like, why are we expecting him to do it now? You know, that sort of way. We need to stop making excuses and just, oh, yes, come on, in your face, Mendy.
2-1. Lucas with a deflection. Ball ended up in the back of the next. We waited way too long there to get that shot off. But Spurs are back in it. Lucas Moura makes it 2-1.
There we go. See? Sustained period of pressure. Got lucky, but I'll take it. I don't care how they go in as long as they go in. They already got a deflected goal. Jez, we got lucky there with Ali. Ali nearly gave it away. And look, Jez, double deflection. Love it.
Yeah.
Richard says from Lucas Moura again.
Another goal contribution for him. Richard says, Matt, offer opinion on tactical switch that could affect the game. Analyse them. I'm going to say they're playing bad, which a lot of them are. I think we bulk up the midfield a little bit. Maybe put Sissoko in there. Could be an option. Or could save Galini. That could help us out. Or the players actually try. That's a bit of a switch.
Yeah, no, look, we do offer tactical analysis. Look, you know, look, you're probably more at me. I probably offended one of your favourite players, but I don't care. If I don't think they're good enough, I'm going to say it. I'm not going to sit here and just praise them for something they haven't done. I'm not going to do it. Like, listen to the whole watch along. We offer tactical analysis, you know, formation changes that we could potentially do. We started to start the stream and said, you know, about the 4-3-3. We were surprised because we were expecting 3 centre-backs with 2 wing-backs and stuff like that, you know. And yeah, we could switch it up to, try and bring on a third centre-back and play a 5 across the back as well. But at the end of the day, Winks came on, jumped onto the way of the ball. What do you want us to do about it? Do you want me to sit there and praise him? Oh, well done. I'm not going to do it. At the end of the day, as professional footballers shouldn't be jumping over the ball. Bergwijn failing to beat his man when he's standing there on the ball. What do you want me to do? Praise him? Oh, unlucky next time. No. Professional footballers should be able to skin his man. He should already know in his head what he wants to do. He should have a picture painted in his head, and he's an attacking player and has been training in the game since he's 4 or 5 years of age. You know what I mean? So if he can't beat a player by now or doesn't know what to do by now, well then, is he good enough? I can't sit here and praise them if they don't deserve it. Everyone knows, Matty. Look, you know, when they deserve it, I sit here, I go overboard. You know what I mean?
Yes, you do. I do as well.
I get angry. What do you want me to do? I'm a human being at the end of the day.
Like, we're fans. There's nothing that we'd love more than be able to sit here and say these are the best 11 players in the world. This is the best team in the world. We're going to win the league. It's just not true. There's no point in lying to ourselves and trying to find these tiny positives within what is a huge negative base for individual players' performances. It's just, there's no point. We did that last season when we were top of the table. Look how that worked out for us. Jason says, put Scarlett on for Bergwijn. I'd love to see Scarlett tested against a team like this. Tony says, I agree, David. Don't hold back on your opinion. I love it. No,
I'll never hold back on my opinion. No one will ever silence me, believe me. You know, I've allowed enough now. But look, I would look. Bergwijn's not really offering anything. He could decide to switch it on. Who knows? Oh, that's a penalty. No, referee doesn't want to give that. But
what time are you at now?
I'm just ahead of you. Did you slip the ball through? And Bergwijn went down in the box.
Oh, you're about 5 seconds ahead of me again.
Oh,
how's that happen?
I'll pause it for 5.
Wait, no, I skipped 5 seconds. What time are you at?
Yeah. I am at. Oh, give me 1 second. Oh, what is going on? Expressions is after making an appearance on my phone for some reason. Okay, so I am at my 59 minutes and 37 seconds.
You're like 20 seconds ahead of me.
Right, I'll pause it. I don't know.
No, I've skipped. I'm live now. 40, 41, 42. Best time?
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah, Fisher, we're behind you because we're probably matching you in real time, or this stream that we're on here is on a delay as well. So that's why it'll seem like we're behind you.
Don't worry, Spurs fans are having this problem all over the world.
Oh, they are. They are. One day though, David, we'll have our studio and this won't be an issue.
We will. It'll be there someday.
My camera's gone again. Why does this always happen? Oh, for God's sake. I'm still here, don't worry.
Do you know what? For as poor as we've been, we're still in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a plus.
Shades of Amsterdam, maybe?
Imagine.
Ziyech scoring for the home team. Lucas getting us back in the game. 3-2 Spurs full time.
Another goal contribution from Lucas, whether it be assists or goals this season. He's been involved in a goal in every game so far. So I'm very happy with Lucas. Look, the benefit is we can't be any worse than what we were in the first half. So we're after getting a goal and getting back into it, and then Reguilón does that. So that's the end of my positivity. Oh, Chelsea do that. Let's go. Let's break. Come on, Dele Alli, pick the right pass for once.
I'm behind you again. Super chat here from Stuart for the £5 says, we appreciate you guys going through the pain for us. Cheers, Matt and David. Thank you, Stuart. I appreciate your kind words in the super chat as well. You are a legend. Thank you so much. Bobby says, pay your bill, hey. I think. Chance here for Chelsea.
Come on, the ball cannot be allowed to
Further.
that many times in the box.
Alonso. Someone. Winks with a block. Just past Alonso. Doherty keeps it in play.
I'll pause it. I'm ahead of you again.
I don't get this.
Did you see Lucas skip like 4 players?
No, my stream just jumped. Now Chelsea are bringing on a whole new team.
Yeah. I'm the same one.
Okay. Werner is one of the many that are going to be coming off here.
Hopefully now we can get back into the game.
Fingers crossed. Like my laptop's doing its usual thing again.
Bye-bye. Thank God.
There's too many to get through, to be honest.
Ziyech and Werner are off anyway.
Is that Zuma's going on? Number 4?
Havertz is off. Alonso's off.
Emerson, Christensen, Loftus-Cheek,
God.
Ampadu.
Kovacic is off. Yeah.
There's a lot of changes. That's all you need to know.
Jeez, they're making like 6-7 changes. Yeah.
Hopefully Spurs
Let's
follow
go and
suit.
bait them now.
They'd scared it on for a hat-trick.
Oh. Imagine he comes on and bangs in too, lad, and wins us the game.
Instant hero. Instant club legend. Like Dele Alli that one time.
Yeah.
Oh, remember that? Remember when Ali used to score goals? It was a great time. I honestly just want this game to end. Genuinely.
Yeah, it's a bit of a drab affair to be fair. Well, on our behalf, it's a bit of a drab affair. But
yeah,
let's see what can happen.
Bobby says, get your rant read
25
out, send in
minutes
a
left,
super
half an
chat,
hour
and get a
left.
bit of therapy
You know,
in place.
that's it.
Sorry, I think my connection is delayed here. I apologise. But Bobby, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Everyone do get those super chats in if you want them to be read out.
Good defending by Regulon there. That's good defending. Force him back. We've just looked a bit of lightweight going forward, Matty. Like we're constantly looking for that one run in behind with Sonny, that ball in behind. We need to offer something a bit different. We need more movement out of the likes of Ali, Bergwijn, players like that going forward. Because like Lucas seems to be picking up the ball and trying to find Sonny, but we need Bergwijn breaking forward over the far side. We need Dele Alli breaking out midfield, breaking forward, because we're too easy to read. And then when we do play that passing behind to Son, it's overhit every single time. So we're not even giving Son a chance to get on the end of it.
Yeah. That's the season we have to look forward to. Tottenham Tantrum Dermot with the €5 says, here's €5 to cheer you up. I appreciate that. It certainly helps. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for your continued support. Samad Suleiman says, why super chat? That's daylight robbery. There's nothing. It's not robbery. I haven't demanded this money. I haven't held anyone at knife point. This money has been voluntarily donated to me, and I greatly appreciate everybody who does do that. There's nothing robbery about it. If you don't like it, Samad, you can hit that and you can go to a channel that watches us consistently knows my laptop is it gets a bit angry after about an hour and a half of a stream, I guess.
Look, I just want to say to that guy, you can stay robbery all you want. It's not. It's supporting a channel, supporting a content creator that you really enjoy, because at the end of the day, every content creator needs a bit of support. You don't see the work that goes into it behind the screen. And I know, it's okay for some people to be sitting there for 10 minutes and, not doing any debate shows or not offering anything else. You know what I mean? It's complete different sort of content. So, look, it is what it is, but I don't see the problem in supporting content creators. I really don't. It was never an issue before, so...
Samad says, get a real job, mate. I do have a real job that I worked 9 hours in today. So, thank you. Get a real job. Literally work for Opta. Some people. Thank you, Steve.
Look, it's all well and good being big behind the keyboard, Matty.
Some people are damn good at it.
Just focus on the people that are actually putting in football opinions, not nitwits like that.
David, I think I need David in the live chat says Matt need a new laptop. I think I need a PC, to be honest, because this laptop is an extremely powerful one, and it just can't handle 2 softwares and the game. So I'll have to get a PC, I'd say. Samad, if you want to pay for my PC, you're more than welcome. That's not a super chat, which I know you don't like, but if you want to pay for the PC, I'll let you do it. Don't worry.
That's something tangible, isn't it, Matty?
It is. It is. Jason says, Matt, amazing now you've got a few subscribers. You say unsubscribe. You can go and look back at my first ever things. If people are saying things like that in the live chat, I tell them to unsubscribe because I don't want them here. Wolf Mahler with the $5 super chat. Thanks so much for that. Says, here, I swear all I have got is this $5. Just don't hurt me. Look, now that's robbery. That's robbery. Thank you very much, Wolf. I appreciate that. And go with the 3,001 with the super sticker as well. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate that. You're an absolute hero. Thank you, everybody. It is greatly appreciated. Can I just say, David, how many people do you think have tuned into this watch along so far? Do you have to guess the numbers? Yeah.
I don't know. It's pre-season, lad. Don't know, lad. I don't know. I'd say what about maybe overall 3,000 dropping in and out, maybe.
You see, I think the number is heightened by the fact that people probably think this was a live stream of the game. But the playbacks at the moment are on 37,000.
Wow.
Which I just don't get. But 37,000. All of you tuning in, all 37,000.
More than what I thought.
It is. It is. Ron Cooney with the £2 super chat says, keep up the great work, lads. Forget these Egypts. Thank you, Ron. Don't worry. I'll forget them as soon as this stream is over. But thank you for the super chat, Ron. I really do appreciate it.
Come on, Regulon. He's got the time. Let's get the defending in now.
Was it 20? Just over 20 minutes left in this one today. Chelsea still lead by 2-1. I love it, Bob.
Oh. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Yeah!
Oh, I'm behind you. Bergwijn. I want to see it. Bergwijn.
DVB. Woo!
2-2. Come on, you Spurs.
Raw pace. That's what we want to see from Stevie B. That's what we've been looking for. Use your
Thanks for tuning in, Paddy.
Man. End product. Perfect.
Sean, if you paste in the link, it'll be automatically caught by YouTube because it doesn't allow links in the live chat. So you won't be able to. But look, Spurs are level. Somehow. I suppose a positive we can take from this. Weeman's word said how long left? There's about 20 minutes left in this one. Mark says we're winning the league.
All
typical Spurs fans.
lovers will be out now.
Joe Thurgood says Stevie B.
Nah, look, I'm delighted. You know, look, it's going to do one. Hopefully, it does wonders for the kids' confidence because I do believe that has been a major part in maybe not the end product recently and stuff like that. But look, this is what we want to see from the guy. Not just in flashes like that. We want to see it on a consistent basis. Become an attacking threat. Beat your man. Use your pace. You know what I mean? And then end product. And exactly what he done there for the goal. The three things we've been asking him to do all game. He put into practice and he's got us back in the game. It's 2-2. You know what I mean? Big up, Bergwijn. Hopefully he can continue now.
It was a good finish as well between the legs of Mendy, who's given ball played in by Son. He's going down the left hand side, being closed down by I think Chalobah, forced away from goal, and he gets the back across him with his left foot. He's done well to squeeze it in between Mendy's legs. Great goal.
Come on, Chelsea.
Tony said, "Love Stevie B. Always knew he had it."
Arsenal lost to these 2-1. Come on, already better than Arsenal this season. Let's go.
That's for Daly says suddenly the pain starts to drift away until Chelsea get their third. Let's be honest.
I don't care now. Just 2 for them. Just don't even let them near the box.
I really don't know how we're level.
Oh, unlucky. Look.
TJ Davis opening a £5 super chat says, don't want you showing up at my door with a machete, so just take it, Matty boy. That's robbery. TJ, thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it. Thanks for the super chat.
Love the banter, to be fair. It's good shit housery, good banter as well. Big yourself up.
I love it. Danny Kiriakou, good to see you in the live chat, says, boys. I agree.
Oh, good. It's back again.
I thought it was gone there for a sec as well.
Yeah. About to cry, not when it's 2-2. At least wait till the game's over. You know what I mean?
Danny says Burgermeister did the unthinkable. What, scored?
Who got his pocket pick there?
Oh, good save, Galini.
Who got his pocket pick there in midfield? Was that Winks or Ali? Definitely wasn't.
I didn't see it, to be honest.
Good save by Galini, though.
Oh, well, he stood up strong.
No goal.
Reguilon is coming off. God, we haven't made many subs now that I think of it.
No, look, maybe he's trying to get the fitness into the players. This could be looking more like the team that could be playing against City first game of season, maybe.
Yeah. Well, Jack Clark isn't on.
Who's come on?
Ben Davis is on. Cheers, Dermot. Appreciate it.
Big Ben. Let's see what Big Ben can do.
Oh, change his name from last year. Is it because he's leaving?
Yeah, makes me happy.
JRD says, oh no, Ben Davis. And he starts crying.
Mr. Anonymous, aka number 33.
Jordan Stevens says, to be honest, guys, I'm impressed with no Golini after that first Chelsea goal. To be honest, I don't even think the first one was his fault. Wolf Mahler as well says, how has Golini looked?
Good.
I think he's looked pretty good. The 2 goals, there's nothing he could do about it. The first one was Dyer and Tanganga just standing off and allowing the shot to come in from distance, which was a great strike from Ziyech. And the second goal then was a deflection off Eric Dyer. So I don't think he could have done anything about the goals. The saves that he's made, they're ones that you'd expect him to make, I suppose. He hasn't made any outrageous saves. He's looked solid. He's looked confident. He's passing the ball out from the back. And I think the best thing is when Hugo Lloris has the ball at his feet, you get scared. But when Galini does it, you can feel his confidence and there's an air of kind of security when he does have the ball there.
He's that good. He even makes the highlights and his hair look good.
Rumour has it he raps every time he makes a save.
Oh, stop. He released a single after today's game. His debut.
Just called No Golini.
That save he made from whoever it was down the right-hand side, that was a good save. It's very easy. To be fair. You just seen Bergwijn in a similar position put it through Mendy's legs. So the fact that he got down and got it saved, it's a good save.
True. Here he has it at his feet again, plays it out to the left-hand side to Ben Davis.
Let's get the ball to Stevie B. Let's get a second.
Davis does exactly that, and Bergwijn does really well here to pin Chalobah and tries to turn away from him, but advantage of play. His son drives forward.
Oh, honestly, give him a saddle. Give him a saddle. Jesus Christ.
I love some of the stuff you come out with, David.
No, that's ridiculous though, Matty. Honestly. Just give him a saddle and let him bring him to the Grand National. You know what I mean? It's a joke.
Oh. Here's Tanganga to Eric Dyer. Oh, I can't wait till we get the Romero announcement tomorrow.
Oh, stop. Can't wait to see him absolutely eat a Aubameyang. Honestly, pull what's left of his hair out. I can't wait.
Sergio Aurier is about to come on, according to Mr. Alistair Gold. Oh, no. I assume Doherty is off, which is perfectly fine by me.
One idiot for another. It's Dumb and Dumber. Much more improved in the second half, but look, I've no doubt it's down to them making their substitutions, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But a false sense of confidence is a sense of confidence nonetheless.
Okay, give them a bit. If they coming from 2 goals down, you know what I mean? It'll give them a bit of confidence going into the Arsenal game. You know, you smash them, you come out with a Aubameyang's ponytail, you know, and you go into the new season, you know, with a bit of confidence. It doesn't matter how the results come as long as they come.
Exactly. Trevor says, "Hi guys, your channels are great. It's great to be with the family of Spurs fans. Thanks guys." Trevor, our absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you for supporting the channel as well.
Good man, Trevor. Great name as well. Same name as my cousin. It's a good name.
Here's Dele Alli. Good sweeping ball there into Son.
Oh, what can Sonny
back
do?
Here with Harry Winks. And Winks goes backwards. Can you believe that?
No shock there.
Francis, I love how Aubameyang is thinning already.
It's from the stress of being at Arsenal because they're so shit.
Oh, here's a chance. Son.
Wrong ball.
Out to Ben Davis. Oh, it's off the line.
Oh, Jesus.
Imagine if Ben Davis had scored.
Ariane would have been jumping up and down, left, right, and centre.
Oh, it's Ethan Ampadu who's back there to clear it off the line. Out on the right-hand side here again with Doherty. Spurs looking to take the game to Chelsea now, looking to take the lead. Lucas Moura to Oliver Skip. Here's Son. Good turn into the box. Into Bergwijn. Tries to feed it back, but I think he may have been fouled there.
Unlucky.
Hotspur Daily says, if Aurier and Doherty are dumb and dumber, which one is dumb and which one is dumber? Can they both be dumber?
Aurier's definitely dumber, I have to say. Let's be honest. Aurier is definitely dumber. Your link on that?
Yep.
Shamu, if you're watching, lad, you know what to do.
Oh, so you say my link gone or on?
Is it working? Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's still working, yeah.
All right. No, I don't know what.
Let's refresh it, it'll be fine. Pam says, how is Dele doing? Oh, he's not been great, Pam. He's not been great at all. He's had a few kind of decent passes in the second half, but the fact that that's praise based on his performance, I think, is kind of tells you what you need to know.
Spurs related must have some sort of spam on my phone. They keep popping up with their Watchalong. I don't know what's going on.
Mad Allen, I think that is, says, "Are you bald under that cap, David?"
No, I'm not, lad. I have a head full of hair, believe it or not. Give you a little bit of a sneak peek, bit of a strip tease. See that? See that, bad boy? Don't worry, it's due a haircut. I tell you what, when I get my haircut next week, I'll sit here for a whole stream so you can sit here and watch my luscious head of black hair. You know what I mean? Just so you guys know, I'm not bald.
People need to know you're not bald. Mark with the €2 super chat says, "Winks changed the game. Buy him, please, Villa." Oh, absolutely. If you're watching, Harry Winks is incredible. He will make you not miss Grealish. He'll keep Wendy out of that team. He's even better. You don't need Ward-Prowse. He'll assist Wings 20 times a season. Ings. Please buy Winks. He's sensational. I think that might work.
Oh, Ben Davies is so close there. Oh. No, look, the reason why I wear the hat the whole time is Matty knows, because we walked around the whole Tottenham Stadium, right? No hat. I put on the hat, and then everyone recognised who we were. So that's why I wear the hat.
It was magic. It's like Hannah Montana's wig.
Yeah, exactly. Miley Cyrus. That's what it's like. Absolutely. No, honestly, Matt knows the power.
Oh, it is.
It's a statement. It's a masterpiece. I'll be getting a merch store up and running this season. So anyone that wants one, feel free when the merch store is up to come over and get one with the Irish Hotspur logo on it. It's going to be looking good.
I'll be getting one for sure. Double sub there for Spurs. Aurier and Dane Scarlett are on for Matt Doherty and Bergwijn.
Dane Mbappe, Matty. Dane Mbappe.
I apologise. How inconsiderate of me.
He's the next big thing. Everyone's raving about this guy at Tottenham. Apparently the whole of the Tottenham squad really do look after him. Apparently he's just very quiet. He's like a sponge, and he takes everything in.
Here's Aurier. Oh, across the blocked. I thought something was going to happen there.
No, it's Serge Aurier. If anything was going to happen, mate, it's going to be bad. Surprisingly, going to stand behind the goal.
Yeah, no, I agree with you and Dane Scarlett though. He's better than Harry Kane.
He's a long way to go yet to get to that level. But if he can keep improving, the fact that Tanganga in his interview, I think it was with Alistair Gold, said that he can see him making a real impact, not at this World Cup, but at the next World Cup. For England, or what I mean. The fact that he's predicting that for him just goes to show the talent that he has. He must be doing absolutely mad. He must be moving mad in training, Matty.
He definitely would. It will be. Some of the stats he had in the other leagues last season as well were very, very impressive. And
the fact that they chose to loan Troy Parrott out and keep Scarlett around must prove something. That he is performing very well in training, and he is moving nice in training.
For definite. No, Scarlett not so long, or Parrott not so long ago was what we think Scarlett is now, to be fair.
Yeah.
Let's look at Twitter. Let's see what people are saying. Oh, the first thing I see is our good friends of the Chicken Ball podcast saying we're going to win the league. Free kick for Spurs, right hand side. Who's that? Is that Aurier was taken down rather?
If that was
angrily.
On the street, you'd be up in court for assault, Matty. You can't do that in football. I love the dark arts, but that's just nasty.
Apparently Wesley Fofana of Leicester has picked up a very bad injury in pre-season, which is never good to hear.
No. Means they are weakened, though.
True.
Unless Sionchu is back.
I actually don't know if he is, to be honest. Look, 7 minutes left. Free kick on the right-hand side for Spurs. The glorious, majestic superstar Heung-min Son stands over it with a few in the box. If we can get something off this, and if we can win this game, Chelsea fans will never hear the end of it.
I'll be going to bed so happy.
I have a few friends coming over, and one of them is a Chelsea fan. So, my God, I'll be rubbing it in. Winks! Oh, I feel like I need to... That what are you doing moment. I feel like I need to reenact it, because that's the exact same thing. But now I can't do it, because I'm happy.
Do you not have a clip?
No, I don't. I need to get a stream deck and stuff so I can play those sounds whenever I need them. What are you doing? No, see, it's not the same.
Oh, that was so funny. That was so funny. You know, I was such darkness. You just made me laugh. So funny. I was like, as soon as I heard it, I was like, yeah, this guy's fed up with him now.
Yeah, that was the end of my tolerance of him.
Yeah.
Yassine says, our Spurs after a new winger from PSV. We're not actively pursuing him, but we do hold interest in Noni Madueke, I think his name is. I haven't looked too much into it because I was working until 6 today. I didn't really get a chance, but there will be a transfer talk showing him soon. But David, what do you know?
So he's actually former Tottenham. He came to our academy. He left Tottenham because he wanted first team. And so he didn't sign a new contract. He went to PSV on a free, I believe. And he's gone to PSV and he's come on leaps and bounds since he's gone there. I think he actually had a good season last season in terms of goal contributions and assists. So, no, this guy is a very good player. And, I put out a thing today. I retweeted it saying bring him home because he's former Spurs. The only reason why he didn't stay at Spurs is because they couldn't guarantee him some game time in the first team.
Well, look, he seems to be doing damn well for himself at the moment. So hopefully he will come back and do well. Steve says, Stream Decks are amazing, Matt. I use one to moderate your chat. Well, look, I'll have to invest in one. I do think I need a proper PC, first of all, though, because this laptop...
You jealous of me?
Yes. This laptop just isn't powerful enough. I need to get something that is just solely dedicated to streaming, because I use this for work and stuff, and I'd be in work and it'll be sat in charging for 8 hours when I'm there, which has obviously just damaged it. So I might get a PC just for this. Aaron Carton says, Irish lad watching in Sydney, go on the boys, up to Spurs. Aaron, thanks for tuning in.
Big yourself up, AJ. Hope you're keeping well out there out in Sydney, lad. I have a few friends over there in Australia. They love it out there. I hope you're enjoying it too.
I hope Chelsea don't score. Winks actually intercepted a pass there. But then Davis hoofs it up the pitch. Go on, Scarlett. Oh, yes, Scarlett.
Oh, David.
Go on, Scarlett.
Get out of here. And he picks a pass.
Oh, Dane Scarlett. Dane Mbappe.
Oh, let's go on space down the right.
Whatever it was like. If Scarlett scores, I'm going to lose my mind. If Son scores, I'll also lose my mind. Go on, Son. Has to pull it back to Dele Alli. That's probably the end of that attack, let's be honest.
Dele Alli should float that in with the left foot. What play by Scarlett, though? Absolutely uses him in the air. Comes down with the ball and then passes it as well and keeps the attack move going. That's great hold-up play. And that's
He's one of our own. He's one of our own. Dane Scarlett. Oh, and then he assaults the defender off the ball as well. Go on, Scarlett. Tony says, I'm typing on an iPad to you guys and watching the Spurs stream on TV. That is dedication. That is dedication.
He's loving it. He's loving it.
It's kind of ironic because he's probably never had a McDonald's in his life.
Yeah.
The dedication it would take to get to the level he's at so young.
Oh, I bet you that's End on Belly's ringtone.
Just that and repeat.
Every message.
I should do that. That would be so cool. You'd be hungry every time you get a text.
Oh, come on. Let's go for the kid. Let's be savages.
God, imagine it. By the way, guys, if you are not subscribed, please do. 300 people watching right now. We're on 11,146. So let's see if we can get that to 11,150. I would greatly appreciate that if anyone could hit that subscribe button.
11,000, lad. Already. Because you're only 11,000 like a week or two ago. You're smashing.
Yeah, it was 10,000 the Leighton Dorian game.
Smashing it. Fair play. Delighted.
It's purely down to the fact that Spurs can't get a transfer over the line. So I have to talk about the same deal for a week and a half.
Referee, they're just taking us down now for sport. It's not rugby we're playing.
I think you need to plug your channel, David, before the full-time whistle.
Yeah, look, guys, if you've enjoyed the contribution here today, get over to the Irish Hotspur, smash or subscribe. I'm not as big as Matt. I'm on 3,680 something. I'm only a few away from 3,700. So if like 18 of you nice folks would like to get over and smash that subscribe button. We've only been going since October, so we are actually making some good moves, to be honest with you. We're moving well, but I always want more. I always want to improve. And look, there's a lot of content coming at the start of the season. So you're really going to enjoy it. And I'm streaming tonight at 10:15. Could be delayed to 10:30 because I have to make a quick appearance on We're Tottenham TV. But make sure you can tune in for that, get a feel, see if you like the content or not. And if you don't, then you can unsubscribe. But I really would appreciate the support. And again, thanks for Matty for having me on the watch-alongs this pre-season. Really, really have enjoyed them.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure having you on, David. The watch-alongs are definitely a lot better with you on them. Steve has just put in the link there to David's channel on the live chat, so everybody please do go over and subscribe to him. He deserves it. Let's get him to 3.7k. I'm sure we can. With 322 people here and he needs 18, head over there and hit that subscribe button. You know he deserves it.
No, I appreciate that. Actually, we're doing well lately because it was only like 2.5 weeks ago. I was stuck on like 3,200.
There we go. Absolutely smashing it yourself as well, David.
We're getting there. No one here like you. I'm jealous every time. Every time I come on, you're up another 1,000. I'm sitting there like, damn it. No, I'm absolutely delighted to see you making moves, Matty. Look, anyone that's followed you from the start, or even long before me, knows that you fully deserve it. You know what I mean? You put your heart and soul into the content, always trying to improve it and make it better for the viewers. You know what I mean? And people may not see that, but I'm telling you now from first-hand experience, you've no idea how much of Matty's heart and soul he puts into his content. You know what I mean? So he fully deserves, and he's getting the rewards now as well. So I hope hopefully it keeps going, Matty.
Thanks, David. I appreciate that. TJ Davis says 3k versus 11k, and you call yourself Ireland's number one, David. No, TJ said it. Said it.
TJ, Matty's Ireland's number one YouTuber. I'm Ireland's biggest Spurs fan. Number one Spurs fan.
Well, look, if you're not convinced by David now, which you should be, his setup is getting a whole lot better, and that content coming off his channel is going to be a whole lot better as well. So please do get over there. And I always say to you, it's only a matter of time before he takes me out. And I look forward to the day that happens.
Look, we're in competition together anyway. You know what I mean? We're not like we enjoy streaming together and everything else. There's no competition here whatsoever. We're just
not at all.
Delighted that people are enjoying what we're doing, what we're producing, and you know what I mean, stuff like that. Look, it's not something I ever thought I'd be involved in. I'm sure Matty was the same. You know what I mean? It just kind of come upon, presented itself, and just went for it. But no, look, it's going well, and just why we have the audience as well. I just kind of want to put the feelers out there, and I probably haven't even actually spoken to Matt about this, so it's a bit of a drop. But some of the Ireland fans are looking for a watch-along from us. A live watch-along sort of an event for one game where maybe like we can set it up where we can all meet up, ring a hotel, see if we can get reduced rates for everyone for rooms and stuff like that. And, just turn up, enjoy yourselves for a night. And Philip Brady, the guy that does come on my fan channel, Matty, he said he'll provide a band for the evening as well for music and all after.
I don't think I can say no to that.
So
I don't think I can say no.
Like, look, we don't even have to record it or anything. Like, if we could get the equipment and we could get it recorded, all well and good, but we don't even have to, as long as we can all just enjoy it together and, you know what I mean, meet up for a game and enjoy it together. It'd be good.
I'll see what we can sort out. I'd love to do that. Absolutely love to do that. Wolf Wallace says, up the Irish Hotspur. Hotspur Daily says, screw slices, Matt is the best thing since bread was invented. I appreciate that. Thank you. A minute left here at Stamford Bridge. It is 1-1, or 2-2 rather. And I feel like it may end this way, but Chelsea hopefully are hoping there is a bit of a difference there. Down the right hand side, ball comes into the box. It's a poor cross. Aurier chesting it down to Galini. Very, very calm there. And I feel like that could be the end of that.
I'll take that. 2-2 draw. Happy days if it blows up like that.
Absolutely.
Please don't give me egg on my face. Please blow it up.
In the game.
Please don't give away the ball. Or on attack. Don't blow it up.
Go on, Winks. Oh, of course he went backwards.
Just play forward.
That's too complicated. He thinks he's playing rugby. I'm convinced he doesn't know what sport he's playing. Son into the box. Oh, it's taken off his head. Oh no. Oh, we could have won it. We could have won it. Was it Dele Alli as well?
Yeah, Dele Alli was coming in.
You wouldn't have heard the end of that if Ali had scored.
Look, I was getting shades of Chelsea there. Remember the headers he scored against Chelsea?
Yeah.
Coming in, I was getting shades of it. I was getting flashbacks. The ones that he done in the league that time against them.
It looks like the Fofana injury for Leicester was a leg break.
Didn't lose.
Oh, God.
That's the main thing.
I mean, it was a woeful watch. That was a terrible waste of everybody's time. but we didn't lose.
Second half,
I feel like that's our season.
Second half was better. It was a much improvement. It's lightened my mood because I was furious at half time. Second half was better. We got back into the game. We got the result. We didn't lose. They are Champions League champions at the end of the day. So, look, I'll take it rolling into the Gooners. Let's smash them. Let's eat them up.
Absolutely. Let's get this done. Let's absolutely destroy Arsenal. There will be a watch-along live on this channel for that game. What day is it on, David? Is it Sunday?
Sunday. So it's 4 days after this. Today's the 4th. The next game's on the 8th.
I'm off work on Sunday. I was supposed to be working, but I swapped the shift. So we will be here. I will be here. David Harris, the Irish Hotspur, will be here. And exclusive, Marcelo will be back. Marcelo will be on the watch-along. The three names back together.
I knew he wouldn't miss the Arsenal.
I messaged him a while ago and I said, Marcelo, are you around for a watch-along? He said, no, I can't, but I'll be there for Arsenal. Love it. I absolutely love it. Look, we are going to wrap it up there because this has been torturous. First of all, a bit of breaking news. Let's play the graphic. Let's play the graphic. Gianluca Di Marzio has said Christian Romero started his medicals in Italy today for Tottenham. Tomorrow evening he will be in London. Deal agreed, €55 million. So Romero already undergoing his medicals at Tottenham. As we know from Fabrizio Romano, it is here we go. Christian Romero will be the next signing for Tottenham and it should be finalised in the next couple of days. Look, like I said, we're going to wrap it up there. David, you've 15 seconds to summarise your thoughts on that game. No pressure.
First half crap, absolutely useless, running around. Second half much better. Could be due to the changes Chelsea made, but I don't care. We didn't lose. That's all that matters.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Everyone, do make sure to hit that like button on the way out. I would greatly appreciate it. Subscribe and do it over to Dave's channel as well, the Irish Hotspur, and subscribe there as well. But for now, Adam, Finn, Wolf, all of the channel members, all of the viewers as well as Shamu, Bobby and Steve, our mods today. Thank you so much for tuning in and thank you so much for watching.
Come on, you Spurs.